about to surprise us with some calling it now. It's some going down. Trav here. My feet kicked up. My feet kicked up. That's what they say.
You tell me.
So, Ed Robinson is an all-time coach in HBCU football, Division I football, right? Man, he's a legend. He's a guy that many of us had our coach careers after, right? So every year they do the Ed Robinson award, all right, for Coach of the Year, all right? So last year was 12 finals, right? And it's 12 finals this year. And our guy, T.C. Taylor, is the finalist for the HBCU.
Everybody that made that possible. That's big. I ain't know that shit. Hey, but that's what it's all about. You know, we'll have a bunch of other guys getting postseason awards. You know, we got a bunch of players up for a lot of stuff too, staff as well. So let's make sure we finish it out. Everybody.
A lot of people have doubted you and this team since the beginning, especially since you became the head coach of Jackson State University. What would you like to tell the people that kind of doubted you and put you in a position to elevate this team to where we at right now?
The train has left the station, and we're not selling any more tickets.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all come on in, man. Come on in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. In the words of the coach, Coach T.C. Taylor. You heard him. You heard what he just said. He said the train has left the station. All you doubters, all you haters, y'all stay over there. It's a line been drawn in the sand. It's too late. You jump on the bandwagon. Ain't no more tickets being sold. Take a little sip of that real quick. It's Monday. We appreciate you for tuning into the hottest, the livest, the dopest HBCU live show on YouTube. Debate your cousin. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Come on in this thing, man. Stay right over there where you at, man. First of all, I want to say congratulations to our very own head football coach, Coach T.C. Taylor, man. He has first 10-win season as a head coach, and a hell of a ride, man. We got two more to get. Sipping on a little Ozarka, a little water, a little agua, little something. But listen, man, just wanted to open up with that. You know, what a hell of a ride, what a hell of a season it's been. I want to start with Coach Taylor. I got a lot to get into tonight. You know, I know TD will be joining us on the show. And we'll go from there. Man. A lot to talk about. We just put belt to ass with Alcorn this this past weekend with a 48-10 victory. We're going to touch on that. We see all the little chirping. You know, I just kind of so I'm going to do something that only I could do, right? That's on the platform. And that is I'm going to share some things that I was privy to 2 years ago. 2 years ago. When our very own A.D. Robinson was in the process of picking a new head coach to replace our previous head coach, and it was T.C. Taylor time, you know. And we're gonna talk about it all because I hear all the chirping, I see all the chirping, see all the words out on the internet, and you're gonna put some respect on TC's name, man. And if nobody else will do it, I don't mind standing out there doing it. The work speaks for itself, but I just want to add a little bit more perspective to some of the things that some of the things that have been said just through dialogue within the HBCU space. And one of the things that I definitely don't, find very accurate. I don't have an emotional issue with it, but I don't find very accurate is the state of the program when Coach T.C. Taylor took over. There's some opinions out there that say, the cupboard was, the program was left in great shape. No. We're gonna talk about all of that tonight. We're gonna talk about all of that tonight because I think some of y'all must have forgotten. This is what's so beautiful about me being able to be in this space to be able to talk about it, because when those narratives and those perspectives come out, somebody that has a voice and has a platform to speak on it can give you the facts and the data. I'm gonna just say that now. So we got an action-packed show. Go ahead and buckle that seatbelt up and enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. So, anywho, TD, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, brother. TD. All right. Wake up, bro. Let's roll. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo.
There you go. There you go.
Yo. What up?
Wake up, bro. Let's roll. Let's roll, baby. The train that left the station. You got a ticket, but I need you.
Yeah. Let me turn my stuff up, man. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I got an echo though. I can hear myself talking.
I watched my phone, man.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Listen.
Yeah, Justin, that's a lot of that happened, man. But we that's cool. But again, when you this is where we used to be at with this thing. It used to be a situation where those things would get said and we'll talk about it amongst ourselves, and we'd be like, man, that's wrong. He said this, he didn't say that. No. We don't have to sit back and listen to incorrect statements. You know what I mean? We can actually just address it head on and say, no, this is what the data is and that's what the facts are. So there you have it, man. So we're gonna get into all of that, man. I got a lot. That's pardon a little 5-minute delay, but I've been literally preparing this show for about the last 2 hours, man. So got a lot that I want to touch on. We're gonna go through a good little bit, and I even want to talk about the staff. I want to address the staff. I know y'all been seeing me out on Twitter. For those that are out there on Twitter, I'm not done. We're gonna continue to highlight the staff, and we got the best staff in the conference. We got the best team in the conference. We got a lot of bests. But we're not done. But we can, we're gonna talk. We can always continue to talk about it as that time goes on. But 10-2, man, a monumental year. And I can just tell you right now, there was a video out there of an actual Jack State alum that was very matter of fact and real nasty about our head coach, TC Taylor, man. Called him trash. The coaching was trash. I ain't spending no money to come back follow this team again. And this was after the Grambling game. And all we proceeded to do was not lose another game since then. I know that game was tough to digest. But again, despite what we saw in that game, I felt I was unmoved. I feel good today, TD, because I said we finished 10-2. I've yet to go back into the archives to find it when I said I think we'll go 10-2, but I'm pretty sure I did say that. Off the record, I said the 2 games that I felt like we would lose would be ULM and Grambling. Of course, I wasn't going to say it on the screen, and I've addressed that already.
I think you said it, though.
I probably did. But 10-2, man. I mean, I felt like this was this was the ceiling for us. 11-1, but I feel like that Grambling loss was, unfortunately, it was what we needed. You can't. They say the best manure is cow. I mean, the best fertilizer is manure. Some of the best fertilizer is manure, and y'all know what manure is. It's a very PC word for SHIT. You know what I'm saying? We say SHIT happens. So all I'm saying is that, we go through obstacles and adversity in life for what, bro? For growth. It helps you propel you to the next level. So I'll pause, let you go ahead and greet the people, man, and we'll get the ball rolling on what we got to talk about tonight, man. We ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time because we got a good little bit to touch on. If you stick around later on, we may drop the link way down the road, so don't get to asking for the link. We got a lot to get into. Go ahead, brother.
Again, good evening, Ken. Good evening, Tiger Nation. Look, man, I've been feeling good for the last few weeks. Just doing good stuff, man. I've been extremely busy today, so didn't get a chance to get into much looking like I usually do. But I'm happy, man. And man, Tiger Nation, everybody that watches this channel, man, I love y'all. I mean, I appreciate, everyone coming up speaking, everyone saying how much they appreciate the show, the content, and loving what we do. And those type of things make us want to go harder. So again, everything that's going on with the team right now, with the coaching style, with the feel good for JSU, hey, give yourself, a round of applause too, because through this platform, you contribute as well. So let's not stop here. Let's continue to roll. Let's continue to support. Let's continue to love on our players and our coaches in our university. AD, he's doing his thing. President Thompson, he's doing his thing. I mean, it just feels good right now, Ken. I mean, it really feels good. And to see, where we come from a 7-year slump, then went through all the stuff, with our previous coach, and to see one of our own prevailing the way that he is, and just the love that he's getting everywhere he go. Tiger Nation following, waving the pom-pom, taking over stadiums, the band ruling. It just a feel good moment right now. It's just a feel good moment right now. So again, thank you guys. Thank you for all the ones came out to Capitol Grill that supported that. Look, it's just the beginning. Just the beginning. Hey, good meeting you too. Hey, kid, I had a chance to meet Mo, man. Mo knows. You meet it.
Yeah, Mo knows. Mo knows. I saw Mo in the crowd, man. I didn't get a chance to rap with him, but yeah, man, good deal. Mo knows. What's up, bro? Says the team is good. I love this for D coach. Yeah, man, this is definitely taking over stadium. Yeah, man. It's been very well said, man. Again, yeah, man. Thank you for everybody that's coming out. Still mulling over the decision of whether we go live again. It's championship Friday before the SWAC championship rerun. But we'll get into that as that time comes. Said, bro, I ain't gonna lie. TC has made this. You feel good tonight. Yeah, I like what Tank said earlier, man. It feels more real this time. Let's call it what it is. We were the, it felt like Cinderella with the glass slipper. You know what I'm saying? When Prime come in, we were in a 7-year funk, man. The program was in the hole for quite some time. But AD Robinson takes over in 2018. Comes in and he kind of let things kind of run its course, stabilized the program. We got rid of a particular coach. The players that were on the roster at the time, football roster at the time, wanted to keep Coach John Hendrick in place. He got a chance to coach one season, TD, and then COVID happened. We did not have a season in 20. So with all the logistical conversations that led about Coach Prime coming into the fold, he decided not to renew that staff at the end of 20 and agreed to terms with Coach Prime. One of the caveats to Coach Prime coming in, and AD Robinson has said this on many different occasions, was that he had to keep TC Taylor and keep Otis Ridley on the staff. Those two were absolutely necessary for that. So. And we're gonna touch on some things because at the end of the day, I mean, you guys know how it went. 2 years of success. It was what it was, you know what I mean, and it was a great time, man. We won 2 straight SWAC championships, fell short twice at the Celebration Bowl. But I want to start here. I'm gonna start here, and I want to go somewhere and just follow me, bro. Chad, I'm not gonna spend too much time in the chat rapping because I got a lot to say. I do, and we only gonna have 2 shows this week. We got a special guest coming up on Wednesday. I'm not going to speak to who that is just yet. We'll get into that. But I want to say this, man. You got anything before I go?
Yeah. I want to ask you, man, before you go, man, where you get that train from? That thing
actually, this train was actually posted by Coach Otis Ridley today.
Man.
So he posted it on Twitter.
I want to ride that train right there, man. That train.
If you ain't on the train, bro, you supposed to be on that train and hear.
Yeah.
You supposed to be. You already on the train.
I just love it, man. That thing.
So the outside, but this is the thing you got to understand about being outside or in. We always say, "What you in or out?" Right.
Right.
I'm gonna say it this way: if you inside the train, your view of the train ain't looking like that right there. Only people that see that side of the TD is motherfuckers that's on the outside. Hey, the inside look way better. That's what I'm gonna just say. We on the inside, it look way better than the outside. So you riding in luxury right now. You got your own cart. You laid back. You got golden fish. You got ginger ale. You got extra water. You riding plus. Trust me, the inside of this train look way better than the outside. The outside is for the folk that's over there looking, which are looking. I ain't gonna cut up tonight. I ain't gonna cut up tonight. But I'm just saying, I'll come back to it.
All right, go for it.
If 80 don't mind, I listen. I'm on because he put it out there one time.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, y'all, if y'all go to the website. Hey, LaDon, drop that link for the website. I got these. I got plenty of these on the website right now. Go grab them. I got red, blue, and white. Go get them. So listen, I just want to say this, man. So I hope 80 don't mind me sharing this. I don't think I've ever shared this on the screen. Probably once, maybe 2 years ago. It was around December, TD, second week of December. I think it was like December 10th. Get a call, man. Coach Prime is gone. Y'all know what happened. We won SWAC championship. The stage, Prime. Hey, as soon as he wins SWAC championship, boom, get on the plane. He out to Colorado. Come back, coach, Celebration Bowl. We hit a bunch. Y'all know how that went down. So the week of the Celebration Bowl, I get a call. December. He said December 12th, I'll be on that midnight train. There you go. There you go. Hey, but listen here. Speaking of, we heading to the Celebration Bowl, December 10th. Happy birthday, my sister. Now I want y'all to follow me. Get a call, and AD call, and just said, Ken, what's up, man? What you got going on? He said, man, I always like to call folk that, what I'm saying. He basically let me know what was on his heart and mind. He mentioned that, he sent me some stuff and basically was like, check this out, TD, And basically what it was I knew he was going to pull the trigger, but beforehand, he wanted me to take a look at just kind of some intel as pertaining to the decision to move Coach Taylor into the head coaching role. What I'm not trying to do is convey like I'm some important person. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just telling you what my experience was with it. I was ecstatic that he called me, bro. I was like, wow, man, okay, great. Because he trusted, obviously, Zoe and I were doing football stuff on Tiger Talk, and people watch the content, and they know if folk know what they're talking about. I'm a Jackson State person. I'm a Jacksonian, you know what I mean? So we're heading to the Celebration Bowl, and I think he said he was going to make that decision that Tuesday. I want to say this was that weekend, and it gave me a couple of days over the weekend to kind of look over some stuff that he sent me. Not going to speak to what he sent. I'll just say this. I knew who the candidates were, and I knew what some staff possibly would look like, as well as some recruits, all right? I'm like, man, this looks amazing because you know what I'm saying. I'm like, it's his time, and I'm gonna tell Tiger Nation this straight up and down, bro. If AD Robinson don't hire TC Taylor, TC gone.
Right, for sure.
He out of there. Oldest two.
On before then, right?
Oh, I just know I'm. Yeah, give or take. I don't know. Let me say this though. We go to Atlanta, and we have an actual meeting, you know what I'm saying, with various different figures that are close to the program and alums and very important to the success of athletics and everything. Coach Taylor pulls up. Coach Ridley pulls up. Some of the coaches that went to Colorado pulled up too. We got charged with some actual, when I say charged, we were tasked with certain things that was needed to make sure Coach Taylor was, we did our part to make sure he had everything he needed to be successful. And that was the 1400 Club. That was the stadium manager, Terrence Jones, who's not there anymore. That was some other alums and donors and all that. And it wasn't a lot. We went to Cam Newton Cigar Bar. If y'all remember the picture that Coach Taylor took with Cam Newton, that's where the rumors jumped out. You remember that picture, TD? So because of that, that's where we met at. So a lot of people thought that, Cam Newton's going to be on the staff. No, it wasn't that. That's just where we were at. And it just so happened to be that he was there that night. So it's pretty cool. We got talking some football with him, and it was pretty dope. Pretty cool spot. But I just want to say this, man, that when we left out of there, those two brothers that was in that room, those are the only two brothers left. That was it. When Coach Prime darted that door, TD, a whole damn lot of the players left too. Now, I'll save you time, and you don't have to, for those who feel like, Prime left the program in great shape. This is not a knock on Prime. This is just the matter of the fact that the program that was built for the success, CD, was centered around a media machine. It was a phenomenon, bro. And when the big fish walked out the damn door, the lights went off and all the music stopped and all the glitz and glam left with it. Do you feel what I'm saying? And there were two fellas that was left in that building to pick up the pieces with a mourning Tiger Nation. Yes, we were in mourning. We were sad because if you go back to this channel, you can see the live streams where we was all ticked. Everybody was highly emotional, which comes this evolution of this conglomerate of this channel right now. But there was two people, man, who stayed the ship. And that, my friend, was T.C. Taylor and Otis Ridley. That wasn't even a trainer in the room, bro. Not a trainer, no equipment. Dominique came back, but I'm just saying we had nothing. That thing was gutted. And I'm telling you, 60 plus players left when he left. Now, some of the players returned. And of the players that were on the roster, not key contributors, TD, I'm just going to give you everybody that was physically on a roster, whether they were a walk-on, whether they were a non-contributing player, whether they were just a part of the program. The total amount of players that remained in the room that had been somewhat in the program, kind of been there before Prime, stayed when Prime got there. You know what I mean? Not the ones that he recruited. I'm just talking about a total of 30 players remain. And I'm talking about that's the likes of Grayson Thompson, Eric Simmons, Dede. Dede was there before he got there. I'm just saying, like, all the players that was in that room when we won them 2 SWAC championships. You see what I'm saying? Right. Jeremiah Williams, Shu Thompson comes in. I'm saying in last year, the 7-14, 30 players. It was actually 29. It was 29 to be exact. I went on the roster and counted them. Okay. Many of those players left. John Huggins left, right? But he came back. But Shane Hooks left, Savion left. It's all good. Trevante Rucker went to UT Martin. Michael Pleasant went to UT Martin. I mean, we can go on and on. DJ Stevens came before Prime, right? Remember DJ Stevens? He's a lifer, but he was able to stay within the roster. And Deontay Graham came while Prime was here, but you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of that was going on. But I just want to say this. When you go into that team that was actually playing, that was a handful, and I do mean a handful of players, TD, that actually contributed to the success of those teams. Jeremiah Williams being one of them, Shu Thompson being another one, Keevrick Wiggins being another one. It was a few of them. Kurt Ford, Evan Henry. That's it. Jensen Riley was on the roster, but Jensen didn't play. Not like that. You see what I'm saying? Hayden Hagler played, dropped the touchdown in the Celebration Bowl, but he played one season and he was out the door. But what I'm saying to you, T, you know how many players that usually in a locker room? 105 to 110 players, bro.
Right.
To be left with 29 damn players, bro. And now I'm talking about the majority of them being non-contributors and walk-on players. We know Antonio Dore. I'm not going to get all the names. The point that I'm making is for anyone that wants to create a narrative, Kobe Paul, Desmond Moultrie, Maury Matthews all played at Trinity Christian with Shador and came in with Prime, whether it be a walk-on, whether it be whatever the case may be. The point that I'm making is they weren't contributing to those teams. They were just a part of the program as non-contributing partners that was there. So they stayed. This was their chance to play. Because many of them couldn't hit the portal because they didn't have the stats. They didn't have the film, right? So I counted everybody. And I'm talking about barring none, whether Prime recruited them or whether they was there prior to. It didn't matter. It was a total of 29 players left over, TD, from 120. I'll reduce it. Let's just say 110. And of the 110, you stuck with 29 players. And I'm telling you, Coach T.C. Taylor has to assemble a staff. He has to hire a football ops. Shout out to Jashale. He has to hire an equipment manager. He has to hire every single position, bro, to build a staff. And what I'm trying to explain to you folks who wants to act like he inherited some golden football and all he had to do was run with it, please kill that narrative now and put some respect on our coach. I'm going to pause here because I don't want to say too much. I do want to let you interject as often as you like, bro, and add as much perspective as you like. I just want to build this thing up because we're going to walk this shit all the way down. Because I think this show, it's important that we walk it down and make sure that the data is out there. Because I think some Jack State folk forgot too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pause right there and come back to it.
Now, and even with the players that you talking about were left, I don't think many of them had game time experience. like you said, they didn't
That's
have.
what I said. They weren't contributing players. Go ahead.
So even with those 30 players, you still don't really have anybody. You know what I'm saying? You still kind of left with a bare company. So so yeah, man, it was an amazing job. And I'm gonna tell you, Ken, you know, we all drank the Kool-Aid. We all go ahead.
Hey, Jay Shaw, let me tell you something, bro. That's true. There were a lot of people that got household recognition when it comes to that. It does. But let's not act like that being attached to Coach Prime didn't make that what it was. When Coach Prime left out of the room, I'm not giving you my opinion, bro. Those players that were committing to Jackson State was not committing to the Jackson State that Coach Prime built and put in front of everybody. They were looking for an opportunity to get on the field, and Coach T.C. Taylor, who built relationships with them and was able to use his pipelines to recruit a lot of them. I'm not disputing what you're saying. Yeah, there are a lot of players that, but I just want to tell you that same recognition died when he left. A lot of that stuff left. A lot of people stayed around for a little while and watched, and it was like, I'm going to take my attention over to Colorado because they were watching just because of him, and that was okay. They still know of Jackson State. Do they watch Jackson State? Probably not. They probably watching Colorado, which is fine. I'm just talking about the casuals. See, I won't interrupt you no more. But I just don't want to. I'm gonna dispel any, and you can have an opinion, but we're not finna get outside of the facts. And I'm not talking about you, Jay Shaw. I'm just saying, like, it's just not factual when it comes to what we built. I just want Coach to get his credit. I'm gonna build it out and expand it, and then what he do with it is up to him. You know what I'm saying? With the success of how it continues to go. But I won't interrupt you no more. Go ahead.
I mean, you good to kind of rock with what you saying, Jay Shaw. It was a situation where we'd have already talked about how Jackson State was a brand even before Coach Prime arrived. You know, a lot of people knew about Jackson State. I mean, again, we keep talking about the Hall of Fame. We keep talking about the players that was put in the pros. You know, we kept talking about, you know, even with the boom, you know, regardless of, you know, Jackson State already was a brand within itself. I mean, even with the student athlete that we have, you know, spread it out throughout the country, you know, in leadership position. So it's always been a brand. Now, did Coach Prime come in and brighten that light? You doggone right he did.
Yes, he did.
He made it extremely bright. More eyes got on it. At the same time, as soon as that light went out, then we had the brightness of those light went out. Then we had a free flashlight. So there are some that came that stayed.
It's some damn candles. See, the lights got the damn electricity got turned off. Shit, we hit that motherfucker with candles. But go ahead.
So, you know what I'm saying? So some people who came in and watched it because of Coach Prime, they stayed, and they said, and they admit they stayed. You know, some of them still, you know, in the chats and stuff now. Yep. So true enough, you know, the brand is even more recognizable. Yep. You know now. But what I think what Ken is saying is talking about, or what he's trying to convey is, although you still seeing those bright lights, you didn't see how dark he was in that, you know, on campus, in the room, in the field house, in the Walter Payton Center.
Man,
you know, just Coach Taylor and Coach O there, and like Ken said, with no one there, with the cabinet being bare, it's just like
visible, dog.
You know, it's just like sitting there not knowing your next meal coming from. You know what I'm saying? But you got
it was a lot of depression from some of the players that stayed. Man, you don't even know. Man, them players were like double dutch. Should I stay? Right. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I'm talking about seriously. Was fucked up, man, because they and it was a lot of players messed up because they didn't get the invitation to go to Colorado.
Right. You know, and then you know you sitting in the dark, not knowing your next meal coming from. You got 5 kids to feed, and everybody just looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got skills, you got the knowledge, but you don't have a job. So now you got to build from scratch. Now you got to make something out of nothing. Now you got to make lemonade out of lemon. And that's what they did. Carry on.
Hey, I want to say that, and listen, by no means do I am not here to take credit for anything, but I am on the record. You see this brother right here, TD? This brother was doing amazing work, and he dropped that video. We gonna be all right. You know that thing? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That video was so necessary at the time. And I'll just say what my charge was in that room, bro, was media. was make sure that we don't take a dip in media, blah, blah, blah. And you know what my response was, TD? I'll say it on record right now. I said, all I can ask you to do is, if I make a suggestion, just go ahead and do it. And, you know, if we don't have an avenue for it, we got to create that avenue. I said, I know somebody right now that we could hire. Not that I knew him. I'm just saying, like I said, that brother ASVP, Austin, hire him. Let him run the media. And guess what AD and them did? They hired him, and guess what we had proceeded to have? The best media team in HBCU sports. And I know there's some other good ones out there. I'm just telling you, we this Jackson State country over here, baby. So we're going to talk about the best. Matter of fact, we actually going to do an initiative for Austin and them on Wednesday, by the way. So y'all get ready. It's an $800 and some initiative. I'm not going to really push to do that tonight because they want to rent. He want to rent some lenses and stuff. Remember what we did for spring? So he wants to rent a couple of extra lenses for the SWAC championship and possibly Celebration Bowl. So
and it's not like Austin cabinet was full either now.
Man, Austin came in by himself late. Look, with his own camera, own equipment. Hey, we got it out the mud right here. But I just want to keep going. And I'm not going to go through everything, but I just want to say this right here, man. It's not improbable. It's not unprecedented, TD. There are a lot of coaches that take over programs and how to gut the program. But what I just wanted to say was for us to be 7-4 with the turnover that we had, if you go and look at the key contributors of last season, offensively, there was nobody that was on that team previously, other than Kurt Ford and Evan Henry. That was and Deontay Graham, DJ Stevens, about 4 players I want to say that was major. JD Martin was on that team as a running back with Coach Prime. But my point was, this is not a Coach Prime story. It's just a simple fact that Coach had to, like you say, TD, make lemonade out of lemons. And I wouldn't even say that, but I would just say that he inherited the situation and he just had to hit the ground running, all while building the staff, and it happened late. Because when here's the thing, TD. Celebration Bowl. For those who don't remember this, do y'all remember that all the coaches didn't coach at the Celebration Bowl? Did y'all know that Coach Tim Brewster did not even coach the tight ends at the Celebration Bowl? You know why, TD? Because Tim Brewster stayed back in Boulder because they were already hosting a recruiting event. Like Prime came back from Colorado with black and gold on. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was what it was. It was very tough for us to see that type of stuff, man, and like really, and people understood that. You know, like man, why we letting him coach? I ain't trying to go down that road, but the point was, if you wanted Shedeur to play, he was gonna coach that game. So at the end of the day, we took all that on the chin. It was what it was. And the point that I'm making is this, because people are talking about the time. I just wanted to highlight the time in TD. That Celebration Bowl game was like December the freaking 16th or something, 16th or 17th that day. I want to say it was the 17th because I think that Tuesday was the 13th. That's the day that he announced that Coach Taylor was going to be the head coach. So Coach Taylor was announced the head coach of Jackson State December the 13th, 2022. We played in the Celebration Bowl December the 17th, 2022. Mm-hmm. TD, the signing day, I'm saying that coach wasn't really recruiting. Y'all remember all that recruiting and shit that we were excited about? Everybody was asking like, damn, bro, are we sending out offers like we were sending last year? It don't feel like nobody's sending out offers. Man, wasn't no damn offers going out. So coach them had to recruit TD from the jump mid-December. And he was able to put together a hell of a recruit that's through the portal and other avenues. It had a full team for the most part for spring. And then even after the spring, we still lost players.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say, even had to recruit his own player. But one thing you said a minute ago, Ken, that you know, I just really like keeping it real, and you know, I don't really jock people like that, man. But you know, since you're speaking on it, and this is topic, I'm going to say this. You said other coaches had came in and gutted program and you know started all over from scratch. I understand, but they didn't come in behind the likes of a Coach Prime.
There you go.
They didn't come in.
Well, you said something in.
You know, they didn't come in with the whole world looking at them. I mean, you know what I'm saying, in the football world looking at them where you had pros and scouts and people that you never thought of, Troy Aikman showing up. I mean, they didn't have that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So to go from, being in a big city, like New York, and then the lights just getting turned out on you. I mean, what you got? So, I mean, when you think about it from that point, yeah, a lot of coaches come in and have to turn. A lot of coaches had to come in and turn programs around. I had to release the player, release some coaches and stuff like that, man. But it's not on that magnitude, and it can be done. And then only that, Ken, you got the chatter, you got the naysayers.
Yeah, well, you also got your fans losing their shit. You got a lot going on. But I want to say this too, man, because TD, you said something. Jay Shaw said you're making his point. But I want to talk about the brand. I just want people to understand the importance of our HBCU having the brand and some of the attributes that it had for Coach to even consider it. He was not just going to go to some any old HBCU. Trust me, y'all. The alignment of AD, for one, because he loved AD Robinson, still got a great relationship with him now. Number two, the size of the stadium, the size of the fan. We led in attendance, the boom, the rich tradition, the Hall of Famers. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot that went into the consideration of that. There's only a handful of other schools that probably would have, and it just so happened timing. That's how it works. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. We was prepared to hire a coach, and we was but we had a big ass brand that nobody, that was the casual non-HBCU looker didn't really. They knew about Walter Payton, if you mention it. They knew about. I'm not trying to make the point, bro, about Prime. I really want to talk about TC. So. We can come back to that later.
Yeah, you know what, Ken? Never mind. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to make the point that all I'm trying to use with the Prime stuff is that we've discussed the Prime situation. It's not, the data's not going to change. All I'm trying to highlight is the fact people still think I was recruited by Prime. Thank you. TC gave me a chance and I transferred here on K accomplished. You damn right. Matter of fact, I updated before I go. I got actually put in an order for more. I put in an order for more shirts, by the way, man. But I'll come back to that in just a minute when I get to the photo. All I'm trying to highlight, TD, is this: without complaining, without showing any sweat, he allowed the players who was transitioning kind of a cooling off period. He allowed them to. But he kind of went, but they also went in there and set some ground rules. He got to a place where he established, look, man, you go to the portal, we're not going to have you come back. Right. Because I have to establish a program here. I have to hire a trainer. I have to hire a strength coach. The strength coach left. The trainer left. Lauren was over there rubbing Coach Prime feet. She over there with him now. Mo Sims over there with him now. And that's all good. What I'm saying to you is, it's not just recruiting, brother. It's calling grown men. Because this is the other part people got to understand, TD. Coach Taylor has to call grown men, just like I'm calling you. Say, bro, you married? Say, bro, I know you're living in West Virginia. Can you come to Jackson, Mississippi? I know you ain't never been to Jackson, Mississippi, but I got an opportunity for you. Yeah, Prime ain't here no more, but we trying to put this thing together. So he went in the space of familiarity, guys he had relationships with. I'm gonna call. Guess who I'm gonna call, bro? He already had Mo Harris because Mo Harris wanted to be his own offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Then he knew Coach Jonathan Bradley from Central. Jashale Mitchell, his ops, knew her from Central, right?
Yeah,
Quarterbacks coach Quinn Billerman played quarterback for him, right? Come on, man. Terenzo Quinn comes over. They actually were added late because honestly, when he first started, he was really trying to keep Coach Thurman. But Coach Thurman, mom got sick, and then he wound up taking a job as a quality control coach for Coach Prime, which puts him closer to the West Coast. Those are just the facts. But he was all the way into the ninth hour trying to wait on. He had three defensive coordinators before he got to Bradley, bro.
And was it
by the name of Hamilton? Who was what was Hamilton's first name? That was defensive coordinator. He was under the guy. He was coming from Virginia Tech, young cat, but he didn't want to go into HBCU space. He wanted to go back. He wanted to get into the pros, so turned him down. I still remember the staff looking at the lineup of what the potential staff would be. Man, Coach
But
Bradley,
it's
not
also-
Coach Bradley. Coach Bradley was like option number 3, I think, on defensive coordinator. I'm saying how long it gets to the point to where you have to finally do what you got to do. Remember the Coach Weeks was gonna stay, and then eventually he wound up leaving. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of turnover, and all I'm really trying to implore is Coach Taylor did a marvelous job between December. Coach Taylor, Coach O, Coach A.D. Robinson, A.D. Wells Kilbert, and staff. Dominique comes in. She does takes over equipment for him. Just a lot that was happening, bro. A lot of moving parts, a lot of hirings that needed to take place. Because here's the thing, Jay Shaw, that people don't really consider a lot of times. When you are gutting a program like that, a lot of those positions that are non-football coaching positions, TD, a lot of them positions stay in place because they're hired by the university. You feel what I'm saying? So when a coach comes in, hell, how many coaches you know that comes in, he got to hire everybody.
including the water boy.
But Jay Shaw, I love what we agree with that. But this is what the only thing we push back on is we are not trying to hear any. I'm not saying that you're saying this, but we're not trying to hear nobody tell us about our brand prior to Coach Brian. What we're saying to you is our brand was strong enough for him to come to Jackson. That's the part that always get left out. We're not dismissing what he did for us, but nobody likes to talk about what we did for him. That's all I'm saying. It was a great match. It worked. And when it left, now we get to our coach who had to, TD, he had to take the damn carts and connect them. He had to hire a paint man to paint the damn train. He had to go hire some conductors. He had to hire some jokers to work on the train. You see what I'm saying? I love your analogy, bro. You said, bro, the light was bright, and then now we're in that thing with flashlights, and I added candles. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's move it forward. Y'all know what 2023 happened. We get to the season. Hey, man, we start off. We go rock South Carolina State. We whoop them in the MEAC Challenge. TC. And then adversity struck throughout the season. Some of the stuff I won't disclose and talk about. I just know that it was an up and down season, very similar to some of the stuff from what I've heard, that FAMU is dealing with. They're dealing with some of the same similar type stuff. That's what happens when you come out of a winning top-tier program and a new coach takes over and they comparing how it used to be with how it is now. And I'm telling you, you hire the right person, you give them time, you let them hire their own people and get their own squad in there. Usually they find some success. It is what it is. Same thing Prime doing over at CU and other coaches are doing around the country. The coach from Indiana, TD, he left James Madison. They had a great season at James Madison. Goes over to Indiana, which is a bottom feeder Big Ten program. Hell, they the number 5 team in the country now, TD. They was undefeated until they lost to Ohio State this past weekend. So coaches can come in, but I can guarantee you this much. I bet you that coach didn't go to Indiana. I bet if we did inventory on it, I bet he didn't go in there and take over and hire every damn body. Usually when you are a winning program, TD, you get to have a pick of the litter when you are taking over. If a coach is leaving because of a promotion, there's a lot of pieces that stay in place.
Right.
That is not what happened with this situation. This situation came unraveled by the nuts and the bolts of the situation. I'm not going to get into the negative, nasty sides of some of the stuff, but I'm just saying it was what it was. Coach did the best out of it. And I just remember, TD, you remember that last game when we lost to Alcorn? We was over there at the tailgate, and some folks had a lot of choice words to say because we lost to Alcorn. First year, we lost to Orange Blossom Classic. We lost homecoming. We lost to Alcorn. And people was like, TC can't coach. This is a mess. A lot of people stopped looking. TD, you remember you came on the show and you said, hey, bro, are we going to be able to maintain the attention? Because the product ain't where it's at now. You see what I'm saying? It was a legitimate question.
We turn off the light, yeah.
Everything was shaky.
And but Ken, let me throw this little caveat in.
Come on, you take over. Come on.
And I think it served better coming from this end.
Come on.
through all that process starting in December 2022. Shout out to KC 1400 Media Group.
Shout out to Zoe.
Yep.
Myself, Miss Rochelle. Shout out to the crew, the whole family, man.
Yeah, we took that thing, and that's when the bond really started to happen. I mean, we end up in the NFL collegiate bowl covering Zay. We went down, we covered we went down and covered Dallas Daniels. There was a picture coming from behind me in Vegas.
Yep.
At the Shrine Bowl. We went to Legacy Bowl, and at that time, I mean, you was caught in between doing a lot of stuff, so you couldn't make the Vegas trip. So, what's the young lady name? That they did.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
Kayla?
Yeah, Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla and I ended up handling it because you was here at M-Bar doing the recruiting thing. Remember that?
A lot, bro.
It went to Reese's Bowl. And then we were the liaison between at that time, for the public, for the, for the community.
We was the outlet, bro.
The outlet, period.
Hey, look, we had many people cry on the screen. I mean, it was an emotional time, man. I just keep going.
He won
the awards, man. He won the awards.
But what I was saying, credit what credit is due, not just really, horn on it. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the things that needed to get out, a lot of the healing that needs to be done came through this platform, because here's the thing. Coach Taylor now was in the dark trying to get the lights back on. They don't call Energy and Southern Pine, and
they had some of them damn what the thing, they had some generators outside.
Yeah, you generate. We're trying to do what we can to, trying to help them from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And some stuff we doing, I didn't even know that, that we were doing. Matter of fact, I ran into him, in Vegas. And I remember I said to Coach Taylor, because at that time I think I had just like really officially met him, and I was talking to Coach O. I was like, hey, Coach Taylor, I'm here to do an interview with Dallas Daniels, Coach O, for the Shrine Bowl. So I represent KC 1400 me with Ken Clark. He said, man, Ken Clark, yeah, well, I just left him back in Jackson. Yeah. So, so it was things like that, and people came. So that's how, that thing, started really going down, getting steam. The train started getting steam, a little more like that. So go ahead on with the and carry on.
I'll say, man, we won the first year this platform. We did a lot. I don't have to run down the initiatives, man. We did a lot, man. Over $40,000 in NIL deals to help. I know we had 8 athletes that first season, man. Last year, this year we had 6, but we expanded. All we did was, man, listen. And y'all know I told this story several times, on the phone with Zoe, at lunch, and turned his personal page into a channel. And I just went live one time, man. It just started. Used to do the reactions and stuff while Coach Prime, post-game reactions. A lot of content that had come about just from whatever. And then it kind of morphed into this. The more we went live TV, the more people was able to get that stuff out, man. It was almost like a release, like a toxic release valve. And then in the meantime, Coach TC just put his head down and worked. And he hit us with a one-liner. They don't know. They don't know. And that wasn't just about the players that was coming in. He was also telling folks, y'all don't know what I done had to go through. Y'all don't know what we doing to build this thing. And I'm telling you guys that the success that we have this season started last year. The pieces that were put in place, the foundation that was laid last year. I had a great conversation with Coach O on today about just the pillars of the foundation of this team. TD, even what all the players have to recite every single day. We're gonna have him come on the show and actually express that in a major way, man. I was over there dropping out them the standard hoodies because y'all know we are the standard, right? so yeah, man. It was great, man. It was great. But I just wanted to just start there. I'll get into more of it as we go, but because I do want to highlight the staff and some other things, man. But let's jump into these preliminaries. We gonna add a lot more meat to this as we get ready to rock and roll. But again, man, congratulations to Coach Taylor, man. Hell of a job this season. 10 wins, bro, is very, very, very impressive. And we going for 12. We got 2 more to get. We got to get Southern next weekend. And we got to go on over to Atlanta and put that beat down on South Carolina State. That's the goal. And how sweet would it be to beat Southern in the SWAC championship at home and then go to Atlanta and deliver? This man deliver us the first. This man and his staff and these players deliver us the first Celebration Bowl in Jackson State history. Something that even Coach Prime couldn't do. It will mean a whole lot more because he is one of ours. He is Jackson State. He is Jackson State. That's why he can say, y'all know that Jew came out of him, that Jacktown JU came out of him a little bit. You follow what I'm saying? When he said, look, train left the station and we ain't selling no more tickets. That means he don't say much, but he listen, he see it. So now when the hype is around the team, now
all the noise.
He heard all of
it. He said
Texas
up. Right. He heard all the noise.
But as we proceed, man, y'all know friends of KC 1400, we have a foundation. You can go to Givelify, donate to the foundation. We ain't gonna tell y'all everything we did. You come to that event, we're gonna highlight everything that we've done at the NIL football fundraiser in January. So, but if you watch the channel, if you're new to the channel, we got 80 in the room. Make sure you're liking the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and please, please, please join this channel. We know football season is getting ready to culminate, but we're gonna transition into basketball and other sports. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. If you want to stay informed with the exclusive, greatest content coming from Jackson State, listen, all I'm trying to say to you, and I thought about that when the word greatest slipped out. We do what we do, and we also support everyone that does Jackson State content. Shout out to Doc Holliday. Shout out to Mona, which she loves the podcast. Shout out to Brother First. Shout out to JTV. Shout out to all of the creators that are out there that are in the chat support. Shout out to Blue, by the way. Blue Bloods. Blue support the podcast and donated to the platform, purchased shirts, been a great part of the success of this channel. And everyone, I hate naming because shout out to Raw, DJ Raw Truth. Shout out to DeMar's Lead Sport Network, Coach Walker. Man, I've been so busy. I gotta just take a moment out to just call my brothers and just Kobe, Blitz City. It was the CFL podcast. Jeff, we cool, Jeff. Jeff be teeting the line with sometimes, but I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. Good, he do good stuff though. He do good work. Shout out to everybody.
This,
Kobe
with the safety vest.
But anyway, let's get into it, man. I want to shout out Canon Toyota, Canon Nissan, HBCU Overdrive, everybody. We gonna move on from that. But shout out to our sponsors. Hey man, shout out to Dr. Ted. It's Dr. Ted. For y'all that don't know, this is meet the team. This is ShotRx team. He and his wife, lovely staff, man. The ShotRx, man, great supporters of this channel, have invested financially into this channel, have invested in a great way. We appreciate the support of what he has done because he has also really helped us in the NIL space as well as logistics, man, with the moving of the team, man. Shout out to KT Dub for helping to partner us up with Dr. Lyons and the ShotRx team. We're extremely appreciative for the support. We just hit 2.6 million views, man. Real quick. We just stopped here and talk about 2.5. So I guess they're going to let me know every time we hit a clip. TD, we're actually over this. But it comes a little delayed. But shout out to everybody that has tuned in to the channel, that have watched the content. We thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you. KC 1400 Collective. Join the collective. We're not doing initiatives. All of you that have donated in various different ways and initiatives, go to the website, KC1400collective.com. This is for 2025. I just want to reiterate this, TD, because I actually got somebody that was like, man, I ain't got my t-shirt. The collective is 2025. We just started early. We didn't want to wait till 2025 to get started. Everybody that signs up, every perk that comes to that will start being fulfilled in January. Just keep that in mind. So but go ahead and sign up. Got a big event coming up. You guys know this. We're gonna spend some time actually just talking about that. You'll see that start to go out on social media after the SWAC championship. We'll really start pushing that hot and heavy. Start grabbing them tickets. Go ahead and grab them tables. It's gonna be a hell of an event. Mr. Mulligan. TD, I'm gonna let you go. I got to do something because I didn't do it before the show started, and I got to apologize. So I'll say this: we did a lot of shirts on the pre-order for Herb, and I'll say this, brother, that those that pre-ordered, those orders are in, and they've gone to the printer. So those shirts should be back hopefully by the 4th. To Brother Merchant, and they're going to start. He's going to actually disperse those to you guys. So he's going to mail those next week. So everybody should have, those that pre-order should have their shirts in the mail by this way. Now, if you now listen, if you don't live in Jackson and you traveling to the game to Jackson and it's getting shipped to you, it's probably going to go to your address that Friday. So if you're traveling in on that Thursday, your shirt probably gonna hit the mail that Friday before you get there. Now I still, I won't have any on me, so just kind of be prepared for that. We had to cut it tight, but TD, I just put in an order today, and if you guys give me a quick second, the inventory for these shirts will be updated, so you can start back ordering these shirts tonight, actually. But what you will be ordering from, the inventory that was ordered today. So they haven't started printing, but I just want everybody to know that they can actually start ordering now. But go ahead if you want to, bro. I'm gonna update this inventory real quick, and then every way people can start buying from the site, because I was supposed to do this before the show started. So forgive me for that.
I mean, the shirt speak for itself. Shirt speak for himself. Speak for himself. And again, to do this, and you missed 2 games. It just goes to show. I mean, how much, how special it is to him and for him, and how happy I am to see this happen, because he had that season-ending injury last year, which he was in competition with the Owens kid from Texas Southern. Yep. And he would have surpassed him. But unfortunately, he got hurt in the Alabama State game last year and wasn't able to return. So again, I told my story on how I felt about Herb. Even coming from the interview that you did with him on Tiger Talk, it's just the way he carried himself, the way he already, not knowing what the situation was ready to push Shavion Wilkinson for the start. And, in that key thing that he said, I know who y'all got for running back. Mr. Shavion Wilkinson. He said, but he better not slip. I said, oh. He said, I like to run with violence. I said, okay, that's my guy right here. When he coming to town. You know what I'm saying? I've been riding with Herb since. I never, so
I remember that, TD. You said that consistently.
Yeah. You better not slip. I said, okay. That's what I'm saying. So I pulled him up. I checked out his run. I saw that dude for real. So congratulations to him, man. And the shirt is very deserving. Hey, like I said, don't buy one, buy 2. You see him, give him the sign for you. You got one to wear, one for a souvenir. Because in the words of my homeboy First, you were not there. So you can tell somebody you was there when Herb Mulligan eclipsed 1,000 yards in 2024 on the route to win the SWAC championship.
So yeah, man, this is the thing. So the shirt, I had a lot of people come up to me after the fact. Oh man, I missed the cutoff. I just want you to know I did put in an order today. Say that ain't gonna happen. Al. It's gonna be to the whatever address is on the thing. I will see. I will have to just tell him because I'll get back to that later. Anyway, so if you did not catch the pre-order, inventory is available for purchase on the website right now. Inventory is available to purchase on the website for right now. So for everybody that's watching on the sound of my voice that has been asking about the shirt, if you missed the cutoff, these are part of his NIL deal. Go ahead and start ordering, man. I put in a big order for Jacobian as well as Herb. So yeah, speaking of Jacobian, the general, shout out to Austin. Put that video out there. Mustard. The general. Hey, so Jacobian, Kobe hit me up. If they didn't get a chance to, there you go. There you go. Limited edition Herb. Drop that same link for me, sis, for the Jacobian t-shirt as well. So grab their t-shirts now. Go ahead and start grabbing them. I just ordered a whole 100 t-shirts. And it's gonna be plenty of inventory. And Irv, if you're paying attention, send that link to everybody in Beaufort. This is monumental, man. It's easy to sell 100 shirts, especially with all the students on the campus. And when people are rocking their t-shirt, TD is gonna be a dope shirt, by the way, man. It's gonna be a fly shirt. I'm telling you. I like that.
Hey, Ken, I'm gonna tell you something personally. You know, I'm a brother that like red. I'm just saying.
It is, bro. Said out. Yeah, if you ordered it, then you've ordered it. I'm not talking about the pre-order. There's a lot of people that missed the pre-order. However, nope, not long sleeve. You're gonna have to put a jacket on. He's just doing t-shirts right now. And then it's just hot still. It get cold, but man, the cold weather is shaky. It ain't cold yet, though. It's cool. Right. It's getting cold, but it's there. But anyway, shout out to Jacoby. Let's keep it moving real quick. Hey, man, I want to shout out the women's basketball staff, man. Shout out to Coach Margaret Richards, Coach Daniel Price, Coach Howard, Coach Ulysses Holt, everybody, man. Hey, they rocking that official, that exclusive, that The Standard hoodie, baby. That The Standard, dog. They rocking that thing, baby. What you think, man? What you think about that, bro?
It look good. I agree. Yeah. I mean, I liked it from the door. I mean, I have one. I mean, I have the Herb shirt. I have that shirt. I have Isaiah shirt. Look, man, I support these fellas. I support. So, matter of fact, I'm rocking Isaiah shirt. You rocking Herb shirt. Matter of fact, shout out to Mr. Smooth and that run that smooth route to get wide open like that, man. Shout out to Isaiah Spencer.
Happy birthday to Isaiah Spencer, by the way, man. Today's his birthday. Shout out to Brody. Hold on just a second.
So you open that hoodie thing back up for sale, right?
Yep. I actually just put in an order today too, TD. So you read my mind, bro. Yeah, you read my mind, bro. There we go. There we go. All right. So just put in a small order. So if you're looking to purchase the hoodie, hey, grab the hoodie. Go to the website. Drop that link for them, sis. Keep dropping them links. And we'll get through it. But I just wanted to shout out the coaches, man. I was able to, hey, man, got Coach TC, Coach Otis, got all of them, man. Coach Marshall, Coach Gallen, Shucks, man, Dominique, Kai. Man, I laced them all up, man, just because there was a lot of people said they wanted the hoodie, and then when we got the inventory in, they didn't buy it. So figured we'd use that inventory to continue to brand KC 1400, man. I thought this was really dope. She texted me, TD, when we was at the game on Saturday. She said, hey, we on the way to New Orleans, and we rocking the hoodie, man. We love the hoodie. It looks great. Thank you so much for giving it to us, and I just so appreciate you for wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And I told her to send me a photo. She sent a photo, and there you have it, man. They look fly on it, bro.
They do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Coach. Yeah. Coach DP thought he was, just modeling for some GQ magazine. I don't know what he was doing, man.
Hey, but listen, all of this merch.
DP, he's still my guy, man.
Hey, I just want to say to make sure that folks understand that all of this merch that is the Herb T-shirt, anything that you purchase today is advanced order. I just put the order in today, so all I did was updated the inventory of what I ordered. So give it about good 2 weeks, and then we'll get everything shipped out to you once it gets printed up. So, all right, let's keep it moving, man. Let's
Hey,
get
hold
Go
on.
back.
Yeah. No. Before you push on from the merch, let me say this.
Yes, sir.
The Golden Fish t-shirts, they are also gone to the printer to be processed and be shipped out.
In this week.
Yeah, they should be shipped out soon. So here's the thing. When we did the Golden Fish thing, it was all fun game. You know, if you go back and watch the clip and everything that I dropped about how the Golden Fish came about, it was a good time, man. I still have fun with it. I like it. And I thank you guys for running with it, for liking it, for enjoying it. Shout out to Mr. Tim Cornelius, you know, giving us some Golden Fish when we first got there. It was good, by the way. Thank you. So with that being said, thank all of you who purchased the shirt and supported. You know, like I said, it was all fun. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why I brought that up. The shirts are going out. Once they go through process and everything got to do and everything get cleared, the funds that come from that shirt, I'm going to take that money and do something with the offensive line. I already got something lined up. I already been talking to people about doing something with it. And shout out to Brother Cubic. I was talking to him about it, and he said, TD, he said, I love the fact that you want to do that. He said, whatever funds that you make off that shirt and do what you're going to do it with the O-line, I got to get with the coaches to see, you know, what's approved. And he said, I'm going to double it. He said, I'm going to match it. So whatever it is. So shout out to Brother Q. You know, again, you know, he and KT Dove have been, you know what I'm saying, has been beyond you know, brothers and supporters and especially to this platform, and they behind the scenes. So thank you guys so much. And again, thank you, Brother Cubit. You know, and thank everyone who bought the shirts. Again, when the funds come in, we're gonna double that money and we're gonna do whatever they want to do with the O-line.
Send me an email. Keep going,
so, yeah. So the fund from the Golden Fish shirt will be used in something like an NIL type form. So that's what I plan to do with, you know, the fund from the shirt. I didn't say that before. I just wanted to let it go the way it was. Shout out to ILB. You know, he was one of the first somebody to purchase the shirt, and he's very supportive as well. So ILB 225, salute to you, my brother. We appreciate everything that you do, man. Thank you.
Hey man, that's powerful, bro. Way to lead, man. Lead the charge. I didn't even know that, y'all. This is breaking news for me. I'm excited to hear stuff. I like stuff like that, man. You know, y'all know if you don't know, you know what my passion is, and that's to bless these kids, man. That's why we do what we do. It's one of the things that we do. I've made, you know, kind of my life's my work now. You know what I'm saying? It's full time, and we'll chronicle that. In whatever way that we can. We'll make sure that whatever that we can do, it'll be squared away with the coaches. And it might come in the form of a meal. I don't know. I don't know what that'll be. Whatever that be. And then TC, this is the cool thing about it. So for compliance purposes, you can take that money and literally do open doors deals with every freaking old lineman that's there. It's so many ways to do it. So I just wanted to put that out there as a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna clear to make sure it's in compliance and everything before it's done.
All good.
And I also wanted, you know, to say, you know, why offensive linemen, because they are one of the hardest working on the field that never get recognized or appreciated like they need to. So with that being said, Irv, when he got that 1,000 yards, if it wasn't for that offensive line.
Well, Irv gonna treat his offensive line to a meal, I hope.
I'm just saying. Well, what people don't see. I mean, we celebrate and we praise Irv and Jacobian and Fertillian and Spencer and all these skill guys, but it started with that O-line, man.
Hey, TD, we're gonna make sure that the O-line is got all the exclusive, man, all the heat. You know what I'm saying? For all that, as well as coach. But let's keep it rolling real quick, and we'll come to it. I want to switch up a little bit, switch sports. Let's recognize the volleyball team, man. Miss Karis Dove, she's the setter of the year, volleyball. The season is over. We lost in the SWAC championship to FAMU. Congratulations to them on winning the SWAC championship. Want to shout out the first team and second team. We had a great team under Coach Marcus here for first year, after taking over from the Hall of Fame legendary Coach Rose Washington, and his team did an outstanding job, TD. Karis Dove and Jaden James. If you ain't watched these ladies play, Jaden James is a dog. Do you hear me? Woo! She's a dog, man. Karis is the best setter in the conference. I'm telling you, man, this is a good team. Jordan James, Alexis Williams, they balled out during this tournament. It was a pleasure to watch them. But good gracious alive, family, was tough. They were tough, bro. They didn't lose a match all season. So when you're playing at that high level, you got to give credit where credit is due. They finished 17-0. We beat Prairie View to get to the SWAC championship game. And then we proceeded to lose 3-1 to FAMU. And they went on to win the championship. Like I said, congratulations to them. Our ladies, TD, we had 3 all-tournament team selections. Jaden James, Trinity Bryant, and Alexis Williams were all selected to the all-SWAC tournament team. Thoughts on the lady volleyball Tigers before we move on?
I mean, I'm proud of all of our programs is over at Jackson State campus because, like I said many times before, you can see the athletic programs moving upward, especially under the leadership of A.D. Robinson. Mm-hmm. And you always want to win the big game, want to go to the big dance, but it also could be a situation where you're not even mentioned or honored at all. So the fact that, you're showing each year that you competitive, that you in competition to win is a great thing. So congratulations to the young ladies. They had a good season last year. They will continue to get better. And one day, again, one year they're gonna, over top of everything. Because I think FAMU was good last year too. So yeah, so shout out to the ladies. This ain't no reason to hold your head down. This reason to, for your coach to recruit more and you guys to work harder. So great season. Congratulations to you. Keep doing your thing.
There you go, bro. Very well said, man. Congratulations to these ladies. On and upward, man. We'll be back next year, better, stronger, faster, tougher, all of that good stuff, man. And I'm pretty sure Coach Hereford is going to continue to elevate the program under his leadership. SWAC championship tickets are on sale, man. It's next week, next Saturday. Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium, 1 p.m. kickoff, ESPN2. Grab your tickets, man. General admission, advanced tickets are $50. 55 on game days, 70 for reserve, 75 on game day, 90 for advance box, and 95 on game day. Kids under 5 gets in free. Tailgate is open for business, man. It's open for business, man. Give them a call, man. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. while it lasts. Call 601-354-6021 if you're looking to tailgate for the SWAC championship. Y'all know it ain't gonna last long because hey man, these are 2 schools that throw down and they shake some pots, man, during the tailgate for the de facto boombox classic is what they call it. It's SWAC championship though, so go ahead and get your tailgate spots if you're looking to get those, and let us know where you're gonna be at if you got that golden fish over there. We coming.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Shout out to Southern birthplace of the golden fish.
Hey, man, a lot of stuff came out today, man. Today was the day that they announced the finalists for some national awards. Tomorrow is going to be 2 new. They're going to work. They're going to do the Buck Buchanan Defensive Player of the Year finalists. They're going to do the Walter Payton Offensive Player of the Year finalists tomorrow. But today they did the Jerry Rice Freshman of the Year, TD, as well as the Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year as a finalist today. So today, man, our very own Coach CC Taylor. Y'all saw the video at the beginning of it. Coach CC Taylor, an Eddie Robinson Award finalist for the National Coach of the Year, bro. Thoughts on this potential award for Coach CC Taylor?
Well deserved. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, he earned it. I mean, it wasn't given to him, and that's the idea when we use the word get it out the mud. Grab, want to put yourself up by your bootstrap. I mean, if you want to use that term for this right here, that's exactly what it, a blue collar, hard nosed worker.
Yep.
So he's very much deserving of this, of being being a finalist for this award. And I'm sure whoever else is up for it, they earned theirs too. But being that in this case right here, he's a Tiger. He's my Tiger. He's my head coach. He deserves it. He should win it. So good luck, Coach Taylor. Congratulations to him. Well deserved. And then coming from the man himself, the award named after Mr. Eddie Robinson, the legend. So
that's right, man.
Go
fire photo by Austin too, man.
It is.
Yeah, I love that photo, that edit. I mean, the photo is that's a money shot, by the way. I can tell you right now, I don't know whoever the hell he was talking to, but they was getting ripped a new asshole just then. So and that's one thing about Coach Taylor. He don't say a whole lot. He very soft spoken, but boy, when he get on you, he on you. He on you, man. He's an intense coach. So I think a lot of misconceptions about his style of coaching, but just kind of being around there. Once he does get to, amping it up, everybody get quiet and kind of get the hell away from around. But gotta love it, man. Dope photo. Congratulations to Coach, man. Rooting for you. It's great to be a finalist. It's 12 finalists. We hope like heck that he wins this award. He's up against some stiff competition. This is not just HBCU. We know he's gonna win the SWAC Coach of the Year. We're not talking about that. FCS Coach of the Year. You're going against North Dakota State. You're going against Montana State. You're going against all these other schools that are out there. And not you heard what I said, bro. I ain't gonna repeat that. But congratulations to Coach being named the finalist. Next award up, brother.
And you know what else with that, Ken? I'm sorry. With one thing with Coach Taylor, shout out to his family, man.
Oh, without question.
I'm a family guy.
Yes, sir.
And you can't depend on nobody. In the way you should be able to go home. You should be able to depend on your family. And no matter what Coach Taylor go, his family is there with him to support him. He mentioned on the call, that his wife and a lot of his family went to Alcorn.
His wife to go to Alcorn, and he got a famous cousin, man.
Right. Listen. So that's what I'm saying. And for you to get that support, knowing that your wife with the Alcorn, she definitely supporting you. You still might have that little, when you're in the household, Ken, that tug of war. But she down all flat, down like 4 tires for her husband in Jackson State. And so congratulations to again Coach Taylor and Ms. Don for the support and his son, who's always out.
And his brother be right there with it. I'm talking about the whole family be there, man.
I mean, I've seen the moms and stuff in place too, but shout out to his family.
Family run deep, man, and they love Coach Taylor, man. It's just as much. We appreciate him, for
you will pop up, wouldn't you?
Dub tucking this thing. Family, baby, all family, man. All right, and Jerry Rice Award, obviously the freshman, Mr. Electric himself. They call him Sweet Feet. Travis Terrell.
He's in there,
Jerry
man.
Rice Award finalist. Man, they don't kick it to him no more, man. He out there just struggling. He out there looking like he out there fiending for a kick, TD. He fiending for a kick so bad, he done tweeted Southern and said, "Southern, please kick me the ball." I'm not making it up.
He out there like a shut down corner, like, man, can you throw the ball my way?
He over there on Terrell Island right now. He out there by himself, man.
Right. I mean, the pre try to hand him the ball, man. I'm like, God.
You see that right there? He out there begging on X. There you go. Ingenue Ellis Taylor is his cousin, man. Great. I'm talking about an amazing actor. Absolutely, man. Thank you, Chris Duke, for putting the name in the chat. I saw it today, but I didn't save the photo. Thank you, brother. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm done, man. I mean, no more congratulations to Travis Terrell for what he's doing. He's very electric. He's very sweet feet and everything, man. But I like how fast he is. He got that double T, man. So I'm rocking with that Audi for me. So go ahead.
Audi TT.
Get the ball, man. So you put that thing in 5th gear. That boy started off in 4th, though. Yeah, man. Start off in 4th gear, man. Yeah. So,
hey, man. Gotta love it, man. Can't wait to see him. We got to get this SWAC championship, man, so him and Bam can go home and play in the Mercedes-Benz Dome at home, man, against South Carolina State. So, but we got to get Southern first. First. Congratulations to him. Next up, award finalist, the FedEx Doris Robinson Scholar Athlete Award finalist. obviously Mr. Matt No, the best punter in. Look, man, I think Matt's the best punter in all the FCS. You know what I mean? He's that guy. I know there's some great punters out there. I'm not taking anything away from any other ones. He got a package today from FedEx, bro. Check that out. They sent him a nice little care packet, man. He put that out there on Twitter. This is pretty cool, man. Shout out to Matt, man, doing this thing. The best punter in the nation.
He is. He is. And I'm just not saying that. And again, he's another guy, you know, just getting to know. And again, I hadn't been around the guys, you know what I'm saying, as heavily as you have Ken, but the time that I am around him, get a chance to speak with him. Again, I not only do I listen to people, I watch people, but then I add the two together and I listen to what people have to say. And that's how I draw my conclusion about, you know, about people and whether, you know, how I go about things. And he's one of the guys that I really like. He's a family guy as well. He kind of soft-spoken and he's passionate about what he do.
Loves it, man.
He was feeling like Travis a few weeks ago, man. He couldn't even get on the field, man. He like, man, y'all go 3 and out one time, man. My family's here, bro.
For real.
Oh, you know, so I'm happy for him, man. Congratulations to him. I don't think he got the legacy invite yet, has he?
It's coming.
Yeah, it needs to come.
I need that. I need that Reese's Senior Bowl invite, at least a Shrine Bowl or something, man.
Yeah, we should.
Come on, man. What y'all doing? Come on, Jim Nagy. Come on, baby. I need Matt to get the invite. I think Matt, like I said, I mean, we've spent an appreciable amount of time really covering him. Shout out to Blue for the article that he wrote on him not too long ago on FCS Nation, and we just appreciate it, man. He's been a weapon. This is some of the things that we can mention, TD, about the stats, how the stats are kind of skewed because of players like Matt and Travis Terrell. The offense kind of suffers a little bit. I don't mind getting good field position every damn game, every time they kick it off. Fine, kick it shallow, and we'll take it at the 35. I'm good with that every single time, because at least if you kick it to him, you could potentially tackle him at the 12 or the 18. But y'all give us the 30, because that's what happens when you have a weapon back there. They'll rather give you the 30 or 40 than to give you a touchdown because they fear that he could potentially return. Have some confidence in your return team, man. But anywho, congratulations to these guys, man. And look, I thought about you, man, when I was on the sideline. Remember when Matt punted that mug and that joker went up in a spiral?
Man.
That joker went up in a spiral, man. I said, "Hey, that boy can kick. That boy good."
Hey, kid, when he walked by coming back out of halftime against the Alcorn game, I said, against last week you thought you kicking the ball to Ken, the guy with the red hat on. I said, that was me. I said, can you hit me again? I'm sitting in the same spot. That well do.
Yes, indeed, man. And listen, hey, speaking of kickers, though, we got another kicker, man. We got a place kicker, TD, by the name of Geraldo Beza. Man, a very humble kid, man. Geraldo Beza, he has broken the single-season JSU record for the most field goals made, ending the 20 field goal. He's ending with 20 field goals made in the regular season. G-Baby, man, congratulations to him. An outstanding feat. Most field goals in an actual season, bro. He's a weapon. He leads the conference in scoring, by the way. People don't know.
He got hurt last year.
He did get hurt last year. That is true. He got hurt last year. We didn't even talk about the amount of attrition that took place. We're going to talk about some of that as we go a little further, but I just wanted to shout out G-Baby. Look, man, shout out to Coach Evanston Jones, who's coaching the heck out of this special teams. Special teams is amazing this year under his leadership. Man, he got on G-Baby on the sideline, TD, and I had to walk away. I said, man, he coaches. But they received the coaching, though. But he was telling them where to kick the ball to, and I think he really got frustrated because of the way they're covering. Obviously, the ball has to go to a certain spot, because if it doesn't go to a certain spot, you kind of leave the coverage team in a disadvantage in a sense. So, absolutely, man. Toby, that's right, brother.
And Ken, not only shout out to G-Baby for doing this thing. You know, Ken, I didn't ever think that there would be a day that I would see a SWAC player or HBCU player, for that concern, kick a ball, longer than 30 yards. Now, so I just want to give a shout out again to HBCU SWAC kickers as our special teams as a whole, man. Because I remember one time, boy, they were trying to kick the ball from 20 yards out, man. It was going to, it was going into the parking lot, nowhere near the goalpost. I was like, look, man, just go down the street to one of these, predominant, white schools. Let me say that, and just get the worst soccer player and just bring him down. Let him kick, because this is pathetic. I'm glad the game has changed, as far as kicking, especially team for SWAC, man. So shout out to G Baby for doing this thing.
That's right, brother. Congratulations to G Baby, the leader, and he's the scoring leader. He won the scoring championship, man. He's the leading scorer in the conference, man. Got more points. What this also speaks to is the fact that Coach Taylor don't take chances. He knows he got a good kicker. If he get in the red zone, he get close enough, he's gonna let him kick it. We leaving with something. We get on that side of the field, we leaving with something. We're not trying to leave away with no points. So
I'm not.
Hey, but after the win, though, we did win this past weekend, TD. We just jumped up into number 15 in the coaches poll. As of right now in the coaches poll, we have 4 HBCU teams that finished in the top 25, bro. And that's Jackson State, 10-2 at number 15. South Carolina State finished at number 18 at 9-2. And then shout out to Tennessee State, man. Congratulations to them. They got the FCS bid. They get to go play at Montana State or play at Montana. I think it's Montana State. Yeah, Montana State. They finished 9-3, co-OVC Big South champions, man. Congratulations to Coach Eddie George, man, and just quietly over there building a dominant program. Hey, man, hey, look, I wasn't on the bandwagon initially, but, bro, AD, do what you do, baby. But if AD Robinson is still the head coach and TC Taylor still doing their thing, we got to get that Jackson State, Tennessee State game back in Memphis. Not the Southern Heritage Classic. Let's do something different. But, man, could you imagine Jackson State playing Tennessee State in Memphis again, brother? Woo. I like it. Bro. I like that. And then number 23, obviously, North Carolina Central finished the season at 8-3, man. But congrats, hey, man. Hey, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Ken, I see you got all those 15s up there. You know what I'm saying? We 15, Coach Poe 15, and Jacoby.
Oh, yeah, you got Jacoby up there 15.
Hold on. I'm about to make this point. What is it with 15 and 6'4" and 6'5" and 6'6" quarterbacks? Southern, Alcorn, Jackson State. I don't wear 15, man. I don't know who else.
Well, it's probably Patrick Mahomes' influence. You think?
I don't
Number
know.
one quarterback in the NFL, possibly NFL history. Who else wear number 15 at quarterback that was notable?
I know. I don't look at the correlation and the size of them though, because which one of those guys from Southern wear 15? Is it Biden or T-Set? That's
Noah Biden.
That's a big boy, man. And Xavier Langford, he's not, very thick, man, but he, he's tall.
Pause.
I ain't no shit. I ain't worried.
I had to say that.
I know.
Hey, bro, if you leave your ribs open, I gotta.
Hey, I understand, man, but I mean,
you said he thick though, man. TD, listen, I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to guard against my mind. It ain't got nothing to do with you. That's my brain up here that's malfunctioning. When you said thick, I'm like, I gotta mess with you. When you said that, all I heard in my head, she thick. She eat her cornbread.
That ain't what I was thinking. I promise you. I just was talking.
That ass turkey, baby.
No,
I said me, man. You straight.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh boy.
Like Martin. Remember Martin called Cole Moby Thick?
I'm just saying, those are big guys that wear 15, man. Those some tall guys.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say one more thing. Boy, you know damn well that if me and you was over there by Robert Brazil and Bernie Perry, they would let you have it right now, boy. They wouldn't let up on it.
I mean, why you had to bring that man name up? You know, Travis Wood responded that. You know what I'm saying? Then they tried to set me up and let Robert punch me, but it's all good. I gotta respect my elders.
Hey, what's up, Edwin?
Robert, yeah, man, this is my guy.
All good, man. Hey, man, we finished 8-0 in the conference. We aren't spent too much time on that. Southern got one more game to play. Actually, Alabama State got a game left to play. Turkey Day Classic, and FAMU and Alabama A&M has a makeup game this Friday. Whew, it's gonna be good watching some football this day. We get an HBCU game on Thursday. We get one on Friday, and we get one on Saturday. Nice. Congratulations to the Tigers, man. Let's get in. Let's real quick. Let's go through the scores real quick, and then we'll get into the breakdown of the Alcorn game, and then we'll move on. So Alabama A&M, man.
I love the chat.
Cornelius Brown.
I love y'all, Tiger Nation. I say so just to get y'all moving.
Man, so I will be trolling all weekend. I know somebody got to lose, but Alabama A&M handled business with Mississippi Valley. Actually, Cornelius Brown, their quarterback, won SWAC Offensive Player of the week. Man, he had 5 touchdowns in that game against Valley. Bro, look at the defensive struggle for the Prairie View Alabama State game. Alabama State obviously had 9 players not playing, but hell, man, that was a defensive game. They didn't allow no touchdowns. They didn't even score none. So the objective of the game is to have more points than the opposing team. Texas Southern ended their season beating UAPB. And then FAMU won the Florida Classic, which was a shootout, man. It was looked like a great time, great atmosphere. Talked to Brother Merch over there in Orlando. I think Mike B went out there. Shout out to Mike B that was out there that lives in the Orlando area. Got a chance to go to that game, man. So, and then we put belt the ass to Alcorn. So, thoughts on the games, the recap, the results of the games this past weekend.
I mean, not much. I'm glad to see Valley come on what they did toward the end of the season. Shout out to Coach Wade and that program that he's building. You know, hope he can gain momentum from this. I mean, who knows? But congratulations to he and his team for the effort that they put in. Like Coach Mander said on the call, I mean, that team never quits. So shout out to them. Well, we know what kind of help will happen with Prairie View, you know, with their head man. So I wish them luck and wish them luck, you know, in their program going forward. That's all I have to say about that game there. FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman started showing who they were, who we thought they could be toward the end of the season too. So it's like everybody trying to find their footing. It just so happened, you know, thank God that Jackson State has their footing, and we're gonna, you know, keep trading, you know, keep running, you know, and adding to, you know, what we have. As far as the UAPB and who did they play again?
Oh, UAPB and Texas Southern lost 31.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Ken, I know I was on the record, you know, one time for saying that I like Coach Hampton. You know, I like what he stood for and everything. I saw some different sides and I've seen some things when they was here, you know, but they kind of deterred me a little bit. But however, you know, I felt that whether it was rhetoric or the right talk or the right thing to say, to me, he redeemed himself on the coach's call.
Yeah, he has some good stuff to say.
He has some great stuff to say. He has some great stuff to say. And he gave credit. He basically said the same thing we were saying. Man, them folks didn't need our playbook to whoop us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. You know, and somebody whoever asked him that question gave him props on that too. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, he accepted accountability for you know, kind of the negligence there for not having, you know, secured the logins a little bit better. And he mentioned we at an HBCU, we want to help these kids, and you know, you allow them to have that whatever. But as he stated, somebody looked at it, you know, wasn't us. But whatever.
He said, I'm not saying who did it or not. It just was done. You know what I'm saying? And again, they didn't need our playbook. They got the best team in the say in the conference. They beat. That's why they undefeated. I mean, so he said everything and it sounded genuine to me. So again, shout out. I love own up to stuff, man. So shout out to him.
I appreciate Doc for the questions, man. Good job today, bro. Doc was going straight at it. He wasn't leaving nothing unturned. He like, let's get into it.
Right.
So, but I'll say this though, speaking for the coaching call, man, it was 2 coaches that was missing. One of them because of the Bayou Classic, and the other one was fired, bro. So want to wish farewell to Bubba McDowell, man. Prairie View is moving on. In a statement, Prairie View Athletics head football coaching change. They said the university announced today that the head coach football Leonard McDowell contract will not be renewed. McDowell has served as the Panthers head coach since 2022. The athletic director Antoine Goff thanked McDowell for his leadership and mentoring of the university student athletes over the past 3 seasons, stating that Coach McDowell's commitment to helping our student athletes succeed in these both personally and professionally is admirable and a true reflection of his character. As we advance, he said that the university's priority will be identifying a head coach with the vision and leadership skills to move forward the program into the upper echelon of SWAC and FCS football. Prairie View will begin a national search for his next head coach immediately. Assistant head coach Ashton Green will assume head coaching duties as the interim. Thoughts on this, man? It's kind of sucks to be in that position, man. We celebrate our coach, and they looking for a new one.
And my first thought coming on this is stay out of Jackson. No,
I second that, bro.
Hey, stay out. No, but hey, the school did what they felt they needed to do with the athletic director, the administration. So I wish Coach McDowell, well in his future endeavors. I'm pretty sure I don't think he hurting. So he played in the NFL for a few years and been coaching. So he'll land on his feet. And sometimes, you have to bring about a change. I mean, we had to bring about a change. But I wish him well. Good luck to that program, whichever way they decide to go with it.
I got to coach him. I got a coach that they can go holler at. You want to hear? He's on the staff at Southern right now. He goes by the name of Fred McMahon.
Yeah. Someone said that before.
If I'm Prairie View, I'm calling. Proven winner.
Hey.
Quinn Morgan. I like Quinn Morgan from Langston. Quinn Morgan is a young yeah. Big Mac, though, is a legend, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Does he want to? I'm sorry, bro. As of right now, the fact that Texas Southern went with Dishman, not saying that was a bad hire, but you give Fred those facilities in Houston, Texas, Prairie View is in a much better shape to win right now than Texas Southern. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can recruit with facilities, and Fred was able to recruit to the reservation. No knock to the reservation, but you still have to do it. And I'm not saying that they're gonna go that route. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm just saying. I got to kick the tires on that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? And look. Let me say this, TD. He's on the staff with Graves. I'm not saying that Graves is a Pete Richardson disciple. I understand that, but shit, you got a head coach on that staff, bro.
Right.
That is a SWAC champion. Just saying. I'm kicking the tires on it. If I'm them, they say a national search. I mean, does Jerry Mack want to come back to Houston and get into the head coaching ranks? I don't know. Potentially, you know what I'm saying? He's the only winner that's kind of sitting out there right now. You got some coaches. I ain't gonna mention nobody on our staff right now because I ain't trying to do none of that. I mean, if they do, then they do. We've been there before. That's the byproduct of winning. And
Right.
speaking of winning, bro, we did some winning this past weekend.
Little bit. Now, I ain't say a little bit. I said a little bit.
We put belt to behind right there.
That was a lot.
We put belt to cheeks. Belt to cheeks.
Told you about stealing. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, hey, the worst, the worst, look, the worst 3 words you can ever hear when you getting that ass toe up. Move your hand. Move your hand.
I ain't never tell you how this is gonna hurt you worse than it hurt me. I mean,
Oh man, that's abuse. That's abuse language. That's just come on, man.
That's just scream for 10 more licks.
Maurice Flowers, Teddy Keaton, Antoine. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They got some good coaches out there, man, but they ain't gonna move. I'm just telling you, coming into the SWAC, having to out recruit the likes of the programs that you got to go up against. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, I mean, it's gonna give you something to crap. Hey, man.
Shout out to Justin, man. Hey, man, good seeing you over at Capitol Grill Friday too, bro.
Yeah, man.
We gotta give you something to cry. Like, come on, man. I'm already crying, man. But anyway, 48-10, man. Sheesh. Did you at least piece them? Anyway, look, man. Outside of that little bogus, we always had that little goofball touchdown that we give up, and we sometimes that happened, and it happened to us, man. Let's get into the stats real quick, man. Jacoby Morgan had himself a game. He did. He had himself a game. 12 for 20. He was 211 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, TD. And kind of spread it around pretty good, man. I need OE. He had 4 targets, didn't get no receptions. My goodness.
Man, that ball went through that man's hand like running water.
Woo! Now don't go out and scream down there. Woo! God.
Respect.
It was a beautiful ball too, bro.
We was sitting under that tent, man. And we was over about that tent, man. That ball came out through there. Yeah. I wanted to see the end. I thought he was, shake his shoulders or something, man.
Come on now. Anyway, man. Hey, look, shout out to Parker got in that thing, man. Like Parker, man. He had a good game, man. But stats I know what the stats are, man. We'll get into it, man. Irv eclipsed. Hell of a game by Irv Mulligan, bro. 14 rushes. He didn't play the rest of the game. 14 carries, man, for 105 rushing yards, bro. Average 7.5. Jacoby had 53 yards on the ground with a touchdown, along with Zai coming in and with some really good runs, man, for another touchdown. Ethan Terrell had a really good Travis Terrell, sorry. And Amari, as well as Parker, got him a good run in. Dad's got a run, and even your boy Zeke got in that thing and did a little something, man. So a total of 283 net yards on the ground, 4 rushing touchdowns, 6.2 carries per rush, man. Hell of a job on the ground, man. Matt with a really good average, 43.8 on that. Didn't score on that, and Beza had he was pretty good from 2 field goals, 2 for 2. Yeah, Parker's fine. He's okay. Gave up a little something. The rushing touchdown that we gave up was a long of 82 yards. That was a tough one, but we still, for the most part, did pretty good, man, in the game. TD, we led 27 first downs to their 12. The thing I do want to talk about, man, shout out to the refs, bro. Finally called a damn game the right way. We had a couple of calls but they had a good game, man. Shout out to my brother. I talked to him before the game, during the game, after the game. They had a really good game, bro. The referees, man.
I mean, it only took a couple of teams getting into fisticuffs.
If you look at the penalties, though, 3 penalties, bro. 3 penalties for 20 yards, and that was, most of those in the first quarter. And then they had 11 penalties for 129 yards. A lot of personal foul stuff. Shout out to them for actually calling the game the right way. Now, he did tell me that 2 of the referees from the Alabama State game will be, I guess, reffing the SWAC championship. I hope they don't, come over there with that bullshit. But overall, it was a pretty good day at the office, man. 494 offensive yards to their 289. Just dominated them from start to finish, man. Nonstop. And just pounced on them and wouldn't let up, bro. So, yeah, man, belt to A was the outcome in this game. What's your thoughts on it?
Let me start here. I enjoyed myself on the reservation.
Yes.
Man, I'm country. So those people got me country beat time like 35. And, man, I enjoyed every bit of it. I got a new friend down there. Shout out to the legendary Kevin Dent introducing us to Levi. And that man had turkey necks, oxtail. That man said he had 6 pounds of fish to fry. I said, my friend. But everybody was hospitable. It was a good time. There was no altercation. A little joint back and forth. But, man, it was all fun. It definitely felt like family was a great environment. So we enjoyed it. It was multiplied, time 10 once we hit the field and the Tiger started growling and went on the prowl. So that little Indian with that spirit didn't have a chance. The Tiger walked up behind him and just beat him. So it was a great game. I went back and watched the game. No bad takeaways. Again, we had a few drops. That probably would have resulted in touchdowns. So, other than that, I think it was a well-played game. I was glad to see that a lot of players, I think Coach Taylor and the coaching staff cleared the bench. I think everybody had a chance to play. And y'all know I'm a big fan of Zeke. It just, I just like that young man. I'm a spirit guy. I kind of, I just watch people, and I gravitate where it's needed. But it's just something like the young man that I like. His journey to get here for one thing. And so I'm glad to see him on the field. He wanted more carries, but again, Coach Taylor and them were trying to get everybody in to get some snaps. I was glad to see Parker get in the game. I was rooting for him the whole time. Hey, bro. And that was a pass interference, by the way.
I told him that, man. He was standing there. That's my buddy that was there. He was like, no, the ball was too high, wasn't catchable.
You said that was your buddy.
That's the referee that was standing right there.
Man, you need to get you some new friends.
I know he watching, bro. I know he watching, dog. You see what I'm trying to help you.
Hey, ref, I'm just playing. Hey, you got to get back. Hey, sir, we already know the routine. Don't even worry about it. Hey, I'm just playing, sir. You did a great job. But that was pass interference. They grabbed both of their young men.
We both were standing on the line. I'm like, what you see, bro? Because I for what I'm looking at, it looked like he was there early. And this is what I say. The call, you know what makes that call? And I know you're listening, bro, but what made that call, the reason why I felt like the call was pass interference is because of the Keevick Wiggins call in the first quarter, the first drive. I feel like he got there a little early. He was climbing on E's back a little bit.
Oh, that was E?
That was E.
Oh, golly. Yeah, he messed you up there. I knew you had that one, bro. You were gonna catch
maybe TD, maybe hell he was thinking that the way you were thinking. Yeah, he wasn't gonna catch shit no damn way. So no pass. I'm saying that what you said. I'm just telling you, I don't know what the hell. I don't know, bro. You tell me.
Hey, but it was pass interference. I wanted to see Parker, throw a touchdown. Then I think he tried to run it in. I guess the center was used to hiking to Jacoby, man, because he was trying to put that thing so high in the air. I think all 3 plays he had to jump up and catch the ball to give it to the back. But it was good to see. I mean, with a bench, well, I think they started playing, the the second string players around the first quarter. I mean, end of the third, beginning of the fourth.
Yep.
So to be that far ahead against a rival team and to be able for those young men to play, that was great. It was good to see. It felt really good. I hadn't heard from my daughter, man. She's an alum of Jackson State, nor her moms or they friends. I ain't bothered because I knew some cuss words coming by if I do. So I'm just gonna wait. I'll probably text her tomorrow and ask her if she all right. But when people get hurt, you don't call them immediately. You gotta give time that it's something. You don't put no salt in it right now. You come back and reopen it. So, other than that, hey, shout out to Alcorn, man. It was a good time. Great game. Like I said, I didn't see any flaws. Nobody was gonna be perfect, but it was good.
I mean, I had a little leftover pizza, man. So I just had to take care of that, bro.
So what is? Hey, you know what? And let me tell you something, man. One thing about them, they love their team. They was excited about their team. They had a whole flag going to the top of the stadium. They was wilding out. Ooh, 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 ooh. It stopped.
Ooh.
But you know what? As a country, it was cool to see people like laying out on the hill. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the grass and laying on the hill and
looking all dusty.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
They were getting. Hey, man, but hey, I enjoyed the scenery. I enjoyed the atmosphere.
I enjoyed the reservation, man. I've had good times at the reservation. Always.
It's definitely good when you.
Shout out to the brother who let me get his cart. His cart.
Hey, Ken, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't get on that thing because I figure, man, Ken don't know what he doing.
But you crazy.
You got on that thing, you know how to start it up. I said,
no. It was started. I'm trying to figure out that his gears were a little different, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Man, it was too many people to be riding on something, man. When
once I got it rolling, shit, we rolling. The problem, the gear shift wasn't the problem. The problem, TD, is what I had in my left hand in that cup.
Hey, Travis Jerome, somebody let Ken get on one of the what's that thing called?
I was on a cart.
On a cart, man, and boy, I'm saying like KT double brave. So they jumped on that thing. Hey. Ken had a cup, couldn't get it. It was crowded.
Kobe. So Kobe Paul and Fabo rode with us to the game.
Oh,
and so they hopped on the cart. So here's what happened. I was listening to KT Dub and I shouldn't have. And I love it. Because when we got out the truck, when we got to the reservation, y'all, I was finna get my credentials and stuff, get the passes. He was like, well, bro, we got to come back to the truck. We're going to come back to the truck anyway because we parked over there where Tim and we at. So we started our tailgate with Tim and them.
Yeah, when you first come in the gate by the gym.
Yeah, we right there when we started off right there. But then when we was like, hey, man, let's head over to the Alpha Tent and we over there to the other side. That's where the action at over there, dog. Over there down the hill.
We crossed 2 bridges.
But listen, man, I'm like, hey, bro, I got to go all the way back to the damn truck to get the credentials just to come back all the way over here and go in the gate. I was like, nah, bro. So Kevin Dent, shout out to Big Dent, bro. Dent roped it out for us, man. He was like, bro, I'm going to get my brother. He came and gave me the keys. He lectured me before he gave me the keys, though. He's like, look, man, this is my baby, man. Do this, and this. And I'm like, all right, we good. We good. But me, Kobe, Fabo, and KT Dub rode over there to the car, man, to go get everything. And then when we come back, listen, y'all, for y'all that don't understand about traveling with TD was right here. And we weren't gone long, bro. We weren't gone that long, dog. We said we're going to the truck to get the credentials.
I don't know where you going with this.
We came back, TD ass was nowhere to be found. This man done went way over there up the hill, man. We like, TD don't never move fast when we be moving around. It's like TD took off running up the hill, bro. I'm telling you, we come back, we like, bro, where TD at, man? We finna get ready to roll.
I was exploring.
He was everywhere looking for gold. He was on the Golden Fish prowl.
Hey, man, that's what I ran into. Mo Nose. Shout out to Mo Nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was a good time, man. It was great.
Boneless seats. It was there looking for fish. You smell that fish.
Hey, Travis.
But listen, all right, but we cool though. We cool, man. Before we go any further, let's jump back into it, man. I want to shout out the general, man. Now, I was checking out his stats, TD, after this game. We was questioning whether he would get to the 2,000 mark. He was right there. And actually Alcorn fault because we beat him down so bad we had to pull him. So we like, we need our quarterback for the SWAC championship, man. So he'll be able to eclipse the 20 touchdown. But now he does have 6 rushing touchdowns. So right now he's sitting at 25 touchdowns, 6 INTs, and a little over 23 all-purpose yards. So 2,300. So he's right there, man. And then keep in mind, he didn't start 2 of the games. Actually, 3 of the games I don't think he started. So still played in them, but when you factor that in, you factor in some of the production and why it's where it's at. But heck of a season, you know what I'm saying? Still got 2 more to go get. Look, Jacobian looked pretty damn good from compared to the Alabama State game. He looked a lot more poised in the pocket, TD. I just want to talk about a couple of balls that he put out there, bro. That ball, first of all, that route that Spencer ran, we ran that route against somebody. Who was the other team ran? Was it Alabama State? Alabama A&M.
Mm-hmm.
So Jacobian 81 as a starter. He lost to the ULM. Heck of a stat, man. Heck of a stat line. That route was nasty. That's that double move. And he could have actually let it go a lot sooner, but I mean, great ball that he threw. But the ball that really stuck out to me, TD, was that ball to Jacobian. I mean, to Jonas over there on that left side of that field, man, where he just dropped it right there in the bucket on him.
The one he was out of bounds?
No. Remember that route that he was throwing toward the Alcorn side of the bench, and Fortillion caught that bad baby for the first down, right? The one right before. The one that led to Irv getting his first rushing, was it the first rushing touchdown or second rushing touchdown?
Yeah. I remember.
That was beautiful, man. Beautiful ball that he threw. But I mean, just look, man, I shout out to Coach Taylor, man. He dialed up some stuff in this game, man.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
He dialed up some stuff, man. Got the tight end involved. I mean, the routes that it looks like we were a well-oiled machine. Some stuff didn't work, some stuff, a couple of drops here and there kind of speaks to the stats. But if we joking and stuff, but if Simmons actually does catch that pass over there to the right, TD, that's 2,000 passing yards right there.
It was 2 passes to the right, sir.
I'm just saying, like there you go. So when you factor that in, he's pretty much right there. So at the end of the day, great job by him, man, and gotta love what we saw.
And let me say this, I know you still have Jacoby Morgan critics out there, and rightfully so. I mean, you always gonna have critics no matter what you do, what sports you play, what position. But let me say, I will say this about that. You look at the numbers, and Ken, I think you just said he didn't start in 2 or 3 games. But yet he's still almost passed for 2,000 yards. He still has 19 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, and then you got to chop that in half because a lot of it was just drop balls, that made that happen. And does he have any growing to do? You doggone right he do.
Oh yeah.
Would that happen? Yeah, because I think his parents and his family is interested in doing some things for the off season. I mean, there's ways to improve.
Beautiful, man. Great quarterback coach.
Yeah, I mean,
in the lab, man.
Yeah, get him in the lab. So if he's doing what he's doing off raw talent, how would that be? If he got in the lab with somebody, especially a good coach.
I've seen the progression though. I've seen the progression from last year. It's a lot of. I've seen a lot of improvement when you really just kind of go in there. Definitely some opportunities there still, but when you just look at a trajectory and you look at a continual pattern. You know what I'm saying? Every quarterback have bad games. You know what I mean? But Jacobian was who I was really paying attention to, TD, in this game. That's who I was paying attention to. And what I saw on Saturday, boy, I said, boy, this is Jacoby we need in there on December the 7th. Do you hear me? If this is Jacoby we got on December the 7th, boy, Southern is in trouble. And that's the expectation. I'm not saying that as if that's not the case. Some of the bad games are actually the anomaly when it comes to that, because he usually plays pretty well. Protect the football. We did not turn the ball over. We didn't put the ball in harm's way. And when that happens, bro,
as well too, though.
Oh man, come on now. Come on, man. The offensive line had Malachi Bailey so frustrated he got kicked out of the game, man.
Yeah. You know, it's one thing. I know there are some plays designed, Ken, whether people know it or not, where the quarterback has to get hit. So I don't know, you know, who really don't know football, but there's some plays designed where they don't have pass protection and the quarterback has to brace himself to get rid of the ball quickly. I saw one play because I was wondering, you know, far as Jacoby and being able to recognize Malachi Bailey was coming. He lined up on the hip bone, the hip of the defensive tackle, and he was probably about a half a yard or so, you know, behind the defensive tackle. So he kind of and there wasn't a running back to that side, so I knew he was coming and he was going to get hit. Yeah, and he tagged Jacoby. He tagged him, but again, being the general that he is, he got up and went on downfield. So there's definitely room to grow. He has a high ceiling for him, you know, maybe even the sky. So, like you said, Ken, we hope that Jacoby shows up on the 7th, and then from there to the Celebration Bowl, and then from there go straight to the lab and start working on his craft, so he can put himself in position to move to the next level of that. So what God has in store from him. So again, game, and let me give a shout out to the offensive line. They played they had their first interesting game against Valley, and then Alabama State. We know how they went. Shout out to Quay. Man, I prided myself in getting downfield blocking. Man, that was a play, man. Quay was wide open. I said, if anybody get in that boy, where they going straight through the ground. You downfield trucking, man, trying to make a block. So shout out to the offensive line, you know, Evan Henry, Kurt, I know he was suffering, playing through some stuff, trying to be tough, but man, look, we had the game in hand. Come on now, get yourself together because we need you.
I saw him today, TD. He good.
So, he good.
Hey, you know what Kurt told me?
What's that?
He was dead ass serious. He said, I told them, I don't care what you talking about. It don't make no difference. I'm still playing December 7th. I'm playing. He got banged up a little bit on the knee, swole up a little bit, but today he was back walking just fine. He was out there practicing. Good to go, man. He'll be ready to roll. We good.
And that's something we need to think about a lot of time when we it's one thing to analyze a game, it's one thing to be critical of a player or a person or a coach, but when you start getting personal, that's when you need to draw the line. But that being said, man, you take like Evan, you know, these guys put their body through so much.
They do.
People don't even know the half of the stuff that athletes do just for you to come out and see them in a pretty uniform. Man, it's some work, it's some grit, it's some grind. You know, you take Evan, for example, he put his body, you know, in harm's way. He played against FAMU. He wasn't ready to play, but he got out there, he did his thing because that's what, you know, that's where the heart was, that's where the passion was. And then the next game, you get Bethune-Cookman, he on the sideline throwing football. So, you know, he had to get himself back together. But the point of being the stuff that these guys put their bodies through, after period, all over the world, even basketball, soccer, everything else. So be mindful of that.
Next up, well said, bro. Next up, obviously, Mr. Mulligan, 156 carries on the year, did not play the first 2 games. He actually didn't start, and then he started the Southern game on a pitch count. So if you go back and look at that Southern game, let's go look at it real quick, TD. Jack State versus Southern in the last game, the first game that we played them, Irv Mulligan's stats at the time was 13 carries, 51 yards, 1 touchdown.
13 carries.
He comes back against Grambling and 7 carries.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't happy that game.
Yeah, Texas Southern. He comes back and 11 carries. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't actually until the Alabama A&M game that he actually really started to like. I mean, he got 16 carries, 86 yards. Still not a heavy workload, man. Like a heavy dose of everything that you know what I mean. So, but then when you,
I mean, but when you look at it that way, Ken, we as fans, we want Irv. We want Irv with the ball 15, 20 times, his first game back. But when you analyze that thing completely, you got to respect what the coaches did and what they knew they wanted the long haul. They knew it's just like baby steps.
oh man,
Thing, but
hey, appreciate that, West Jack. Hey, he just damn, I'm trying to save this thing, man. So he just sent me that play. Damn, it's a good ass angle, bro. Of Jacoby and that ball I was telling you that he threw. That was hey man. Hold on, let me see if I can't put it on the screen real quick. Hold on just a second. Give me just a second. But keep going, bro. I ain't mean to cut you off. I haven't seen this angle.
Yeah, well, while you find the angle, I will finish. But what I was saying, shout out to the coaches for easing them back. I mean, it's just like coming back from any injury, you just can't come back running. You got a crowd, then start walking, then you got to jog, then you got to run. And I felt that's the way coaches treated, Eric. Because sometimes you can go too fast. And then my great grandmother used to say, have a setback. So as you were speaking of his stats per game as he was playing, that's what they was doing, letting the crowd walk, jog in and run. So now the young man is running wide open. He's looking like Forrest Gump out there. So go for it.
That's it. Looking like Forrest. But no, man, hell of a year, man. 10 touchdowns. Let me ask you this, CD. SWAC Offensive Player of the Year.
Ooh.
Let's talk about it. That's why I put this up there. A lot of people will say, well, what about the wide receiver from UAPB?
Right. I'm thinking. Nobody. Try not to be biased, so I'm sitting my head, all the way through all the teams and
I'd make this easy for you, bro. Irv Mulligan is the Offensive Player of the Year, bro.
Yeah.
Best team in the conference. Wide receiver from you. I mean, it's a 3-win team. I get where you're coming from. He had the stats, but let me tell you how this plays out. He's the newcomer of the year, Giovanni Gibson, in my opinion. I think you give Giovanni Gibson the newcomer of the year. He transferred to UAPB. The quarterback from UAPB, hell no. Not the Offensive Player of the Year. In wars like that, man, wins actually matter. Like actually being a good team.
Hey, the prime example of that, Ken, the same reason he wasn't selected Offensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? They say he didn't play enough games. In preseason, he wasn't pre-picked. So same thing applies here. So being fair, just going through the SWAC, I mean, someone that really stood out that had people afraid because, you take Alabama State and people scheme to stop Irv. So to do that and for him still to be successful where he is, there it is.
Well, I think when you look at the impact that was there, Irv was a force. We are a team that runs 60% of the time. And you look at the best person that runs the ball. You know what I mean? You look at he did miss 2 games. And I'm not saying that Giovanni Gibson didn't have a monster of a year. He did just hit the portal. He's looking to go up into the FBS level.
Already?
Level. Yeah, he hit the portal. He already in the portal. He hit the portal today. But they won 3 games, bro. And I understand that it's individual records it's not based off of records and whatnot. I mean, I think the way it should go, I'm definitely going to lobby for our guy, which is Irv be Offensive Player of the Year, and then Javonte Gibson wins SWAC Newcomer of the Year. That's how I look at that.
He's important now, so what are we talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we'll see though. I will see. But a hell of a year, man. 6.7 yards per rush, man. God damn, bro. Imagine if he had 200 rushes right now, bro. Where he'd be with his stats, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. Third player of the year, newcomers between that wide receiver and FAMU quarterback. I mean, yeah, he had a good year, but I think if you, they could give it to Javonte Gibson and then give Daniel Richardson newcomer of the year. And do you just leave Irv completely off?
But
the SWAC will SWAC, man. SWAC will SWAC. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. The best team in the conference usually, probably most of the time, get a player, but we don't know. We'll see. Jafar Tillian, man, had a breakout year. I think 33 receptions, 561. He's primed for a 1,000-yard season. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, I expect, returning into the 2025 season, looking at trying to get to 50-plus receptions, man, or 60 receptions. You know what I mean?
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite plays Saturday. When they brought him across the field and hit.
Oh, yeah.
I like the change up rather than just have him, on the post, on the go all the time.
Yeah.
They bring big body across the middle. They hit him. Two players had a chance at him, and they couldn't bring him down. He brought it on to the house.
He did.
I think that's one of the thing when you was talking about the coach was on one when they were calling some of the plays. We hadn't seen that this year. I like that. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too, man. And he got up the field, scored a touchdown. Here's that pass I was telling you about. Drop that mud right there in the bread basket. I mean, he just put the ball in the right spot. Beautiful ball. Great reception. Fortin had a really good game that game.
And no one was in the area though. When he had time to sit back there in the pocket, and no one was in the area. I mean,
that's a 2-second count though.
Yeah.
Wait. That's what that was. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, let the ball go. Put the ball in the right spot. That's what you want to see with Jacoby and every time. You know what I mean? Just touch passes, accuracy, and not holding the ball too long. You know what I'm saying? When the read is there, throw the wide receiver open. Trust your reads, trust your routes, trust your wide receiver, and give him a chance to make a play. He put him right there. Trust yourself. There you go. But great season by Fortillion as well, man. We still got games to play, games to be played, man. And we're expecting big time game for him in the SWAC championship, bro. You know what time it is. But let's get into the staff, man. I want to do this. We'll do this rapid fire, bro. I'll start with you. We won't want to be too long-winded. We're already over 2 hours right now, but I just want to highlight the coaching staff because I know we talked about Coach TC. Hell of a coach, man. But he has an amazing staff that he's been able to assemble. Right-hand man right here, associate head coach, tight end coach, and the GM. You know what I mean? I call him Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? He does a little bit of everything, man. Just, my goodness, man. So many things come to mind. I'm talking about Coach O, man. Just want to run through his staff real quick and just highlight the coaches and just how amazing is going to LSU according to the rumors. I can see that, probably gonna get paid a nice chunk of change, man. It said Reverend. Okay, all right. They going to US. Hey, man, they're going to pay him too. He going to get paid. If the kid going to get paid some money, man. Recruiting guru. Thoughts on Coach O, man? We're going to have Coach O join the show, man. Matter of fact, that's the goal to get him on. Hopefully this week, man. We'll see. We'll try to get him on Wednesday. What y'all think?
Well, the last time we had him on, man, it was a great interview. I enjoyed the coach. I don't think I just saw him coach O up like this, man. Real.
Yeah.
on the earth, about his business, love his job, love his school, love the community.
Mm,
That's all I got, man.
very well said, bro. It's the staple, man. I wish I don't want to try. I hate trying to convey and say what those that share stuff with me say. I'd rather them say it because it has a greater impact. Because what he shared with me today, I was like, Coach, you gotta just say that. It'll sound a whole lot better coming from you. You know what I mean? So we get him on. You guys appreciate, what he, talking about the standard because the hoodies, man. That's what led to the conversation. But Coach O, man, been with us for 6 seasons, bro. For 6 seasons, came on board prior to Coach Prime, stayed with Coach Prime, and now with Coach Taylor. And just the face, the de facto face, you know what I mean, as far as like the man behind the man, you know what I'm saying? And it's a brotherhood, nobody wants to be bigged up. There's no big eyes and little U's in that room, man. And that's one thing that I do love about it. It's a brotherhood for real. And no ego, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is great in the space that they operate and occupy. And when you have good leadership, it permeates throughout the room. Everybody's comfortable in their own space and everybody's empowered to be whoever they are. And that's what Coach O has been able to exemplify. Next up, I'll let you go. Boom, shakalaka. The DC. Or you want me to kick this one off? What you want?
I mean, again, I don't know these coaches as personal as you do. But what I would say about Coach Quinn, convinced, surprising, it was unknown, wasn't sure. I didn't go one way or the other. Just wasn't sure what it was going to be. But now that things are going the way that they are, and again, we always gonna have some questions about this or that. But overall, I think that he's done a great job being the first time DC. And you always said that he know his stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I hadn't talked to him to when I'm around, he don't even say much. He just moves.
Well, that's just not just when you around. He's just a man of few words.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's anything to him. I'm just saying he just don't say much. So
no, that's what I was meaning. I know you weren't saying it was about you. I was saying like that's what I was gonna lead with. A man of a few words. Don't say a whole lot, but probably one of the brightest football minds that you. TD, I think you love to talk to Coach Quinn, man, because he just a analytical approach of the game, talking the game, the game plan. I mean, I know we had some conversations about that foolishness that was kind of out there. I'll tell you exactly what he said. We standing at the hotel. He was like, man, I remember that game plan. You know what I'm saying? He said it was so simple. Like, it was just like, man, basically they ran 6 plays and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He's a one-read quarterback. They're going to 11. If 11 moves to this side, and you can go on the film and watch the games. If he moves to this side, it's going to him. If he's on this side, you know what I mean? So that's why he was like, he's a big 6'3", physical receiver. So I'm going to match physicality with physicality. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff you look at. And then even when he, in the middle of the season, remember TD talked about the Alabama A&M game, the adjustment that was there and how he felt like, look, you're not going to run the ball to get back in the game, but they wound up doing it. You know what I'm saying? He can't outsmart yourself. But I just love the realness that come from it. All of his interviews and all the adjustments from last year, a lot of the adjustments from last year that we saw, but the defense did get better, was from him. We led the nation in interceptions. We playing concept football. I mean, just the discipline that he instills in these guys. This defense has gotten better and better and better and better throughout the season, bro. Yeah, we have the linebacker room is a lot more improved. You know what I'm saying? The D-line room is ferocious under Coach Kylie James, but a young staff that is just, they get it. You know what I'm saying? The team plays hard for them. and I think he's a rising star. Honestly, bro, he really is.
Hey man, hey yeah, I'm chuckling because I got to say this. You said something about the defensive line being ferocious and the size of and then Tyrone Wells just popped in my mind. I'm glad that young man like me, man, because it wouldn't I'd be scared.
Oh man, Tymon, see, hey, I'm not gonna say it, but
No,
what was he?
you're not gonna say it. No. That young man,
Hey, what was it? We was in Montgomery. That's where we was at. Is it Montgomery? What Dub say?
line, man. Shout out to D lineman. They doing their thing. I like to see, Boo and I mean those guys play with passion, man. Those young
Get
guys.
a lot of passion, man.
And here's the thing, when we was Kobe Paul said something, Ken, when we was about back in Jackson, when we was back in Jackson that I never thought about before, man. This is really a young team. I mean, coming from him, I know you may have said it before.
Yeah.
But then to hear him say it, coming from a player himself, say, man, this team young.
It is.
What are we doing? And we got to thinking about all the players that have potential to come back, plus the stuff that they looking to add. Come on, man.
Hey, man, it's called building a program.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Said Quinn doesn't say. I mean, Coach Quinn is more about teaching the guy. I remember interviewing Coach. I interviewed Jaheim Hazel, and his thoughts was that Coach Quinn was probably the smartest coach he's ever played for.
Yeah, I mean, we
listen to the players, man. I'm not in the room, so I don't. That's one thing I'm not privy to. We're not privy to is going inside of their meeting rooms and the conversations that they're having and all that good stuff. But we're able to see it when we're at practices or standing right there, and the intensity. He's a very intense coach. I mean, the expectation is there. Do your job. You know what I mean? He's big on discipline, big on doing your 111 and making sure you're where you're supposed to be. But I think, like I said, a rising star, man. I think he's going to be a staple from a defensive side and even a head coach one day soon.
Wow.
Next up, the absolute best offensive line coach in HBCU football, man. And this is what I'm gonna just say. My goodness, man. What can we not say about Coach, man? Once again, TD, this is the third straight year that Coach Manny Ramirez coaches an offensive line that leads this conference in rushing.
Shout out to
really? I know it. I'm just saying, man, Coach Manny, man, is I mean, this line has gotten so much better and so much more improved under his leadership. No knock to Coach J.O. J.O. is a good O-line coach. He went over to South Alabama to coach the O-line. Coach Manny's approach is a little different, and but still just as intense, teaches the game, TD. One of the things I've noticed, I had a chance to interview him. One of the things he's big on, as he stated, TD, is what do you call it? Cross-training all the O-linemen.
Yes.
All O-linemen have to be able to play all the roles in all the positions. One of the things that does, though, TD, because when you see Kurt Ford get banged up, here comes Mason Barton, a true freshman. He runs to the left tackle position. Quay goes down. Guess what? Mason Barton runs to the right tackle position. DeAndre Towns, Blue goes down. Mason Barton runs to the left guard position. You see what I'm saying? That speaks to the caliber of coaching that comes.
Then you got a center. Then you have a center that's a freshman playing. A guard playing center and guard. In his scheme. Yep. So, shout out to again Coach Manning for what he's doing. I mean, I ain't never talking to a player, during the spring. He was walking, man, and the man absolutely, he has been revived and playing the game since Coach Manning, had on campus. He literally told me that, and he said
exactly what you're talking about too.
He was like, man, it was a situation to where he prepared us for the pros. He said he want us to cross-train. He want everybody to know, the different position. He said because they give you more avenues to get, farther up the road. And I heard what you said about the preview offensive line coach. I mean, we complain sometimes about the offensive line, the lack of blocking and stuff like that. especially at the left tackle. But you bring Coach Manning in with those same players, you get
Mm.
the results that you're getting right now. I mean, and then he's welcoming. I mean, he talked to you for real. I mean, though,
Big family, TD.
I'm not gonna hold back. I mean, some the previous people looked at you like something was wrong, but
Oh,
that neither here nor there. But shout out to Coach Manning, he's doing this thing.
no, you right on. You right on. One could. I'll leave that alone, but I'm with you.
I mean,
I say Coach Manning is very family first, man. As you've seen, he and his wife have had the big boys over to the house, man, feeding them. Very close room, man. Very close.
I ain't got my invite yet, man. I guess I'm wearing my Bronco jersey. I get one. I ain't got my invite. I ain't warmed up enough. Coach, I let you boy. I don't eat that much.
Hey, man, but I just want to just give him his flowers, man. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we're able to re-up and keep him in the fold, man. And but man, this O-line has been I would say the only thing that he probably didn't do right, TD, is he got in the way of that referee that bumped into him at the Bethune-Cookman game. That's probably the only blemish on his record at the moment right now. But no, man, the offensive line is humming, buzzing on all cylinders, man. And this is the man that's leading that group. And just once again, a great addition to the staff by Coach Taylor, and the reason why we're having such great success on the offensive side of the ball, man.
right. And he seemed like one of the coaches that very well versed in knowing his stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah, man. So I mean that's it, man. He's doing the thing. I mean, especially when you got an offensive lineman that's running downfield to block wide open. I'm telling you, that is taught. I know.
Yep.
That is taught. Once a running back get past you or the ball is thrown, you let that man go and you get downfield, because there can always be a fumble or something like that you might need to be down there and recover. You don't just let your man go and just stand there. You get downfield, and that stuff is taught. So, I mean, you send it, on the field and on film.
There it is.
My
guy.
Man, that's my guy.
Big E. Coach Eric Gallen, man. Listen, man, it's an absolute joy to talk to, man, be around. Just enjoy Coach, man. Great running back. Played the position at the highest level. Played for the legendary Coach Bill Snyder at Kansas State. Went on to the pros for a few years, and TD just was very open in dialogue when we talked to him out in Daytona, bro.
Right.
Just talking the game, though. We had a great running back. We had a really good running backs coach. Coach Brandon Morton was the running back coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's now the recruiting coordinator now. Bring in Coach E. Coach Gallen was actually with us, TD. He joined the staff prior to Prime, but then when Prime comes in, he leaves, and then we were able to get him back in the fold. And has just done nothing more than just manage a loaded running back room. You know what I'm saying? Has managed through that. And he, even when we talked to him, y'all, where were we at? It was a game, was the last home game, Mississippi Valley. He was saying, Irv, if, kind of speaking to some opportunities that was missed with using your eyes and hitting this particular, reading the defense and feeling like he could have already been at 1,000 yards, man. So ESPN said that was TC. Man, that ESPN production was terrible, by the way. ESPN got to be better than that. I prefer HBCU Go anyway. So give me HBCU Go any day over ESPN.
Only thing I need some replay. Go ahead.
There you go. But no, man, Coach Gallen, man, is a great teacher of the game. Understands. He's actually a head coach, man. He can be an amazing head coach.
Offensive coordinator, all of it. I mean,
all that, absolutely.
Yeah, just talking to him. He's a joy to talk to. I mean, again, I love people that have a title or in a position who feel like they're on the same level as you. And that's the way Coach Gallen make you feel like he's one of the brothers, and no matter what you say him, he speaks to you, he get dapping you up, and he giving you love. Bro hugs.
Yeah.
So and so
I gave him a hoodie today, man.
Yeah, I'm autographing for you, Coach. Hey man, but I was one thing he said as a running back. Well, one thing he was talking about as a running back, Ken, that I never thought about because of course I would never play that position. Is when he said the linebacker line up a certain way or defensive line, align a certain way. You have to read off that man to see what to see where that man gonna align to, the linebacker is gonna align to. Then that know that you need to go left or right on your cuts and way to hit the hole. I mean, the way he described that thing, the visual that he was giving, I'm like, man, I see, I see the vision. And so I started watching, Irv and Amari and all the other running back that's running the ball. I was like, now I see exactly what he's saying. Because Irv probably should have cut back left on that, rather than right or whatever the case may be. But great coach.
Absolutely, yeah. That whole Walter Payton single season record stuff by ESPN it threw me for a loop when I went back and watched the game. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? But anyway, great coach, man. Just a amazing addition to the staff, man. Next up, a guy. So Kylie James, man, defensive run game / coordinator / defensive line coach. He said, Coach, the D-line gonna be different this year, Coach. D-line ministry, man. And this D-line has been stellar. You know what I mean? He has really teaches great technique. I mean, just a great teacher of the game. Young and up-and-coming star, man, in his level, man. He'll be a defensive coordinator very soon. And hopefully these are the coaches. The reason I want to go through this staff, because I'm telling you guys, this staff is full of rock stars, man. And, we hope to keep them in place at Jack State as long as we possibly can, TD. But when you have success, there will be opportunities that will come a knocking, and we will definitely keep up with everyone and follow their track their success, man. Because my goodness, man, this staff is loaded with talent, and his D-line has been affected by it. Just the way they coach, the way he coaches. I've been you go to practice, TD, you just kind of gravitate towards the D-line area with coach over there, working with these guys, teaching them how to use their hands, their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Different little moves and all of that good stuff. And then when you go to the game, you see them actually using it in the game, and it actually works. And just with any coach, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that other coaches aren't doing that, but I'm just talking about what we've been able to appreciate with Coach Kylie James. Because what happened when Coach Bradley left, when the defensive coordinator left and took over the D-line at South Alabama, that opened up not only a defensive coordinator position, but it also opened up a need for the D-line coach. And here in comes Coach Kylie James from the Florida Gators. And just have he's a HBCU guy, Tuskegee, alum, and played at Tuskegee. But man, he is just a wonderful addition to the staff, man. And he's a part of the reason why the defense has grown in the space it is in with Jeremiah Williams, True Thompson, John Brown, man, Manye. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Tymon, Cazares, Bowie, all of it.
Lacey, yeah.
Big Lacey.
I want more from Martin, man. Martin, I need a little bit more of you going down the stretch. This is your type of game right here, buddy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. Jeremiah has quietly had a really, really good season.
He has, bro.
His name hadn't been called that much, but that young man has played lights out, this season. So again, and that's a shout out to Coach James, and everything you said about it, about him for what I've seen. Now vouch for him, man. Again, and the whole coaching staff is again, they take on the likes of their head coach, man. So they easy to rock with. They're about their position. They're about their business. So, Coach James, great coach, and like you said, he will be a defensive coordinator at some point.
Man, listen, TD, did you notice something? A trend with all the coaches that we've just discussed?
But
his own staff, but new in his role. New coach because we lost a coach to South Alabama. New coach to the staff. New coach to the staff. New coach to the staff. Our guy, the Juice Man.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you brought it up, and I'll speak on him first, call. Because I remember I remember in that ULM game, I was wondering why we had one man back there blocking, right, for the punter.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't long afterward, Coach Jones came up and said, well, I heard you look for me. But look, man, I'm a man, and I stand by what I say. But Javancy Jones, I hadn't had a chance to talk to him. We slapped hands and stuff like that before, man. But what he has done with this special team and the linebacker play and stuff with Phillip Webb and Alan Walker and Josh Noble, those bruh, I saw a play. The biggest thing, one of the things that stood out for me on special team was on the kickoff, Ken. I actually seen somebody running the team running full speed downfield. They broke down, and this was smart. I'd never seen this before. I ain't saying it didn't happen. I ain't saying it, so excuse me for saying this, but they broke down, Ken. And instead of running to the side, they shuffled, which allow you to keep control of yourself better than turning your hips and running where you can get tangled up and lose your feet. So when you're shuffling, it allows you to maneuver one forward, back, side, because you have control of your feet. And to see those guys break down and they put their hands up and they kind of shuffle down to when they keyed in on the man they were gonna go get, and then they went and got him. So man, I've seen that before.
Technique.
So, they coaching very, very, very skilled in technique. So shout out to Coach Jones. I mean, hey, he did his thing. You want to talk about a turning point?
Yes,
man, that was our Achilles heel last year. Both of those, special team and linebacker.
that's facts, bro. Most improved room. And hey, look, he's the heartbeat of the team. The juice, energy. I mean, you want to get some amazing content. I think Austin, listen to me. I know we're getting late and getting ready to culminate the show here in a minute. But listen, we'll speed through the remainder of this and get ready to close this out. But I think you can put a camera on Javancy, bro, every game day, and it would be the most fire content ever. He's just a walking punchline. And he got all the juice and the energy, man. He's a JSU legend, you know what I'm saying? Played here a few years back, but he's a rock star as a head coach. I mean, as a defensive coach and special teams coach, man. Coach Quinn even said when he interviewed, if he was out, Javancy would be the one that'd be in charge from a defensive standpoint. So this speaks to what Coach Quinn thinks of him, and just a phenomenal addition.
He has a huge upside too. Huge upside.
Huge, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. Next up, on the staff, new in the role, Coach Rip Kirk, played quarterback at Mississippi State, quarterbacks coach, coaching up I say, listen, best quarterback coach in the conference because we got the best room in the conference, bro. Has managed the situation with the quarterbacks and have done a fantastic job of really managing that room and coaching the room up, seeing growth, seeing development within each of the players that are in that room, man. He's done an outstanding job. Filled right in. He was actually working with Quinn Billiman last year in the quarterback room. So the beautiful thing about it was Coach Billiman goes to Austin Peay. He assumes the role as a quarterback's coach, first-time coach, but new in the role, man. He's done a fantastic job working with the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think Coach Rip is doing a good job for being, first time in the position. I think it's a combination of all the coaches kind of work together, especially him, because he's still a pretty young guy, being in that role. But with the combination of, maybe all the coaches, Gallen and Coach Taylor, and Coach O, all of them being in the same room, working together to make sure that the quarterback room is good. I think he's doing good for being in his role because, he's upcoming and learning as well. So, he can't
He's also eyes in the sky, though. You know what I mean? He's usually not on the sideline with the coaches. He's usually in the practice box.
So he's learning too. So good deal.
Next up, new in the role, previously on the staff, Coach Mario Magana, cornerbacks coach, man. Again, I'm just showing how the season of previously, you got all new coaches in the role, man, and how not easy this is, man. doing a phenomenal job teaching the cornerbacks. You know, Coach Quinn, you just said some TD about how Coach Rip Kirk is in a really good situation. But think about Coach Magana, who the defensive coordinator is a DB's guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the DB's coach as well. So to have them to continue to coach the game at the highest level when it comes to our DBs, man, he's done a really good job, man, working with the cornerbacks. I've been there. I've seen him teach the game, talk the technique, teach the technique, and it has paid off. Look, man, can we not give K1 his flowers, bro?
Yeah, because
I mean, listen, you know how our fans are. Have a bad game. Oh man, he ain't playing well. He did see that. You have seen him do what, TD? Progressively get better and better. K1 is going to be first team all SWAC, if not second team. In my
let me say this.
Go ahead.
Because again, at the beginning, you know, a few games in the season, you know, I was talking about, you know, and it was a matter of fact, it was all over a lot of media's, you know, coverage about our backfield. That has changed.
Yep.
One has stepped up his game to the fact sometimes I forget he's on the field. I mean, serious. So it's, you know, he's playing that well along with the other corners that are out there. Dede Bright, rest of me and those guys are doing. KJ Chisholm, who's a young guy, up and coming, that's doing his thing. Sometimes they put Robert over there. Man, that defensive back has stepped up in the latter part of the season.
How about Petty? Petty has just come out of nowhere, you know. Not out of nowhere, he's been there, but just man.
So, you know, the last interception
Mike Smith.
You know, and for him to, for him to be a little quick guy, man, he made some plays. I mean, I think they first started him in that position in Bethune-Cookman.
Yep, true freshman.
I mean, you know, doing their thing. So yeah, man, shout out to Coach Magano. That's his baby. That's his, you know, field. But at the same time, I think the coaches just work good together as a whole to make it better. So yeah, shout out to K1, you know, because he's doing his thing right now. When they won, I let them know too. So congratulations to him. I mean, keep it up. Matter of fact, don't even get relaxed, man. Nobody need to get relaxed right now. There's 2 more games on the schedule.
They not even paying attention to this. No. They really just locked in. This is just us talking. It's just us. This is just an appreciation segment right here.
No, I wasn't talking to the coach. I just was saying as a whole.
Oh no. I'm speaking just.
Let's rock.
I'm speaking as general. Hey, new coach to the staff, bro. Coach Vincent Marshall. I gotta spend some time on this one, man, because boy, look, man, this is my guy. Had a lot of great conversations with Coach Vincent. TD, I don't think I've ever witnessed a coach go through what this coach had to go through this season and has not taken a dip all year. The amount of attrition that has hit our wide receiver room this year, losing Rico for the season, losing Fabo for the season, Tyquan stepping up, losing him for the season, Kobe Paul, losing him for the season. We lost 4 players that was literally in the one deep rotation, you know what I'm saying, at the starter level. And all you've seen happen is Fortillion come out of nowhere, he was already there. You've seen Jamil Gardner catches. You've seen Dupree. You've seen Isaiah Spencer flourish. Again, I've seen him coach this. I've seen the work that has gone into it. You know what I mean? And the confidence when I had a chance to interview him, he come from a educational background, teachers, you know what I'm saying? And the ability to take that and translate that to the field, man, that wide receiver room got so thin 1 week. You had DBs transferring the wide receiver and all kind of stuff, man. It just was running backs moving the slot. That's what happens when attrition happens, man. It is what it is. But how many teams can lose 4 starters, bro? 4 receivers out of your 2 deep man rotation and still not miss a beat? That speaks to the recruiting, and it speaks to the ability for this coach to go in and stay the ship, prepare the guys that are there that were probably lower on the depth chart just by happenstance or by circumstance, People got to understand Taekwon actually did not participate in the spring. He wasn't eligible to participate until the summer. That's why he was kind of behind. Taekwon was really a starter. And I'm talking about he was Mr. Reliable. And if we have him right now, we're having a whole different conversation about we're not even worried. That's a national championship. About the admission of the coach. Coach like, man, with Taekwon, Ty was able to do some different stuff with him being available. So him going down Bethune, that one hurt really bad. You know, we really didn't get a chance to experience Fabo and Enrico because they went down so early. So we spent the majority of the season without them, you know. Kobe Paul as well. He had a few games in and then goes down. But TD, he talked about Taekwon, though. Taekwon, I think he had a class in USM that he had to finish as far as in the all the way up through like the summertime, which did not allow. He was with the team, but he could not practice with the team. He wasn't able to join the team officially until he was done at USM, which kind of put him behind the 8 ball a little bit. You know how that is, bro. You don't practice in the spring. You know, you come in late summer, you finally join the team, so you're already behind. Now you're playing catch up. Some attrition happens. He goes out there and does what? Proceeds to not drop any balls, get open at a consistent clip, and Jacobian finds him pretty clearly. And then he goes down against Bethune-Cookman, which sucks. Now you see where we are now. You still got a great wide receiver room. But I just wanted to just doff my hat off to Coach Vincent for the work that he's done, and we'll continue to do. He's been in the SWAC. He's been in the SWAC with Southern, come from Norfolk State, and has just done an outstanding job as his first year at Jackson State, man. And a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah, he is. He introduced himself to me. I wasn't even sure, who he was when he was talking to me, and then he explained. So everything you said is spot on. As you would say, I can't add nothing or take nothing back from what you said because it was 100%.
Awesome stuff, man. Shout out to Coach Vincent, man.
Yes, sir.
Next up, another new coach to the staff. First year, first time hit linebacker coach. Coach Chris Orr come to us from Baylor as a grad assistant, takes over as linebackers. Interviewed him on Tiger Talk. His brother is the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? And just another fiery coach that has elevated the linebacker room. Let's talk about the linebackers, TD, and where we went from last year to where we are now. I'll let you speak to that because, boy, that was a hell of. This is the most improved group of all. There you go. Appreciate you, my goodness. Let's talk about it. And we got to give our hat off to Coach Orr and Coach Jones for what we're seeing from that linebacker room. Reed Pulliam, Ashton Taylor, Jaden Ward, Austin Edwards, David Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying? The list go, Javarian Jenkins. Let's talk about him, bro.
I said it when we was talking about Coach Jones, man. Shout out to Coach Orr. We was hurting the, linebacker position last year. And just as well, the special team to see the changes that's been made, with Coach Orr and Coach Jones being, the coaches of position and those gentlemen that you named, Reed, Ashton. I kind of look at them and I like Jaden Ward. He's a hitter, man. He's a thumper.
He's a striker.
Yeah. Reed attack you. Reed will hit you. He'll ring you down as well, and Ashton is pretty good at covering and, he'll make a tackle too. I know at the beginning of the year, he had some problem breaking down when he got into the backfield, but that seems to have changed. He become somewhat of a sure tackler. So you can definitely see the coaches going on with that linebacker room. So apparently, the collaboration again with the defensive coaches and Coach Jones and Coach Orr is showing. So it's night and day in the linebacker room and special teams. So shout out to them.
TD, it says a lot about a person that's able to identify talent and be able to pick the right pieces to bring within your organization. Coach has done a really good job of pivoting from one particular avenue. And he said it. He said it on one of the interviews. He was like, man, I was just trying to get some people in the room. And not to diminish that, but he was saying how when he first took over, he had to get a staff hired. He had to get some players in the building. He just had to. He was like, I needed to have a team, enough players to be able to have a spring. You see what I'm saying? So you really just some of the players he probably wouldn't have taken, but at the time and at the timing that he was on, and I'm not saying that he said this about any players. I'm saying like maybe if he have the time, he go in one direction, he probably don't go in that direction if he have the time. Now I remember after the season, he wasn't in no hurry to really hire anyone. He was taking his time with this, and that was something that you can tell he really took he really took his time with hiring his staff, and just have done a phenomenal job of putting it together. Next up, those are the coaches for the staff. I just want to highlight the football support staff, and then we'll be done, man. Kai, football ops. He had to hire a new football ops. Jashelle came in and give him a year's stability in his first year. Shout out to Jashelle. She texted me after the game. She was just like, congratulations. Let's finish this up. And just really enjoyed Jashelle all the time, man. It's my girl, man. But Kai has come in and has done a phenomenal job, working closely with Coach O, Dominique, and all of them there. And of course, you guys know Austin, man, Director of Media Services for the team, has just have taken the media game to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Graduating these young men and women, and as he's helping them through their curriculum, man, and getting the experience that's invaluable, man. Remember James? James wasn't with us this year. Shout out to James behind the lens. Shout out to Foley. Shout out to Ashton. Most all of them are going to be gone after this season because they're going to graduate and then move on to different to the next phase of their life, and then we'll have a whole new crew come in of new students that'll be there helping him, and he'll be continuing to develop them. Man. It's a beautiful thing to witness that we're seeing.
Y'all ladies with him now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was over there today and just kind of rapping with him, man, and it was good stuff, man. I know you probably hadn't talked to Kai much, but obviously, Austin. I'm gonna blow through this real quick, and then we'll do a cumulative comment about the support staff. Next up, Coach Beef, man. I really can't even blow through that because I won't give you a chance to talk about these two if you choose, man. Let's just do that now because I do want to touch on Coach Beef, and
I mean, it's like you said. I hadn't talked to Kai much. I mean, she seemed to be very intent about her business. So she's another person with a few words. So maybe you got to get to know her a little more. But I hadn't really talked to them. We speak, and that's kind of about it. I mean, I don't bother people too much. I don't know them like that, so I can't. But Austin, I love that fella, man. I love what he brings to the table.
Yep.
Like his personality. Definitely love his work. The way he trained those young people that's around him, the patience that he had with them. And that's why every chance that I get, that whole staff, man, I offer myself to them in whatever capacity they need. I know a lot of time they be on the road, that costs money. Sometimes I be like, hey man, but what can I do? What I need to do? You need, So I'm still there, and again, a lot of stuff I don't say, but and Austin know, he know what it is. So much respect for him, what I'm saying? Love his work. Ashton been standing with him for a long time. He does great work. I mean, I just love him. So go ahead. Then Foley is an artist, period. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a real artist. He's still art.
Foley could be a comedian too. That joke is funny, man. I'll let you jump on into Coach Beef, man. Coach Brandon Morton obviously was the running backs coach. He's the director of recruiting now. Stayed with the staff, and another one that's not a man of many words, but about the business, very spiritually grounded and just about his business. He's also still works with the running backs as well. But does a really good job. And obviously Coach Beef, man. Coach Beef has been with us. This is his second year, has done a really good job of laying an amazing foundation, has spearheaded he took on the weight room renovation project for the university, partnered with us for the $50,000 initiative to help pay for some of the branding of the branded plates and whatnot. But talk to him today, man. Looking to get through, looking to finish. Still over there putting strength and conditioning into play. TD, he talked about the injuries. For those who want to feel like the injuries that we've sustained this season is due to strength and conditioning, man, 90-something%, and he touched on the percentages of that, man. You're talking about some of this stuff being an appreciable amount of it of the injuries really stem from friendly fire.
Mm. Yeah, well, you know, and I know Coach Pete, Coach Beef. I mean, he loves his job. I mean, he passionate about his job and his kids. I mean, in those kids over there.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he had other opportunities, man, but he chose, you know what I'm saying, to continue to be here in Jackson and
definitely had opportunities.
Man, so he's doing, you know, yeah, I mean, people are always gonna question something, injury happen, don't care what kind of shape you in. You know, if you know, it helps to be in shape, but
yep,
injury is gonna happen. It's just part of the game. So you can't put all that on the conditioning. Some of you can, some of you can't. It just all depends.
Let me ask you this. Do our guys look tired out there? Have you seen them look that way? Look out of shape and tired?
I hadn't seen anybody hunched over, bent over, or throwing up.
Nope. Now we did see it in the offseason though.
I've
seen it in the offseason. I've seen them joker blow their top in the offseason.
But yeah, and they also speak to the depth of the team too. So you know, guys not taking, you know, 30, 40 snaps. You know, everything's being split up. So, but yeah, they you know, they are in shape. They hadn't ran the stadium in a while, so I guess they got to do to stay out of that. You know, and of course, Coach Borden, he did. You know, he was doing his thing as a running back coach, so he's recruiting. So he's still a great asset to the team. You know, everybody plays their role and they play it very well, and you can tell indicative in the players and in the records, you know, of the team.
Hey man, next up, man, great stuff, bro. Next up, defensive analyst, offensive analyst, both former players. Tanoa Alex Jr. was a defensive player for us a few years back. Obviously, Caleb Graham was an O lineman for us a few years back. Actually played under Prime a little bit. He's a legacy kid. Great on the staff. We were talking to him on Saturday before we left to go to Lorman, but it's really good to have two Jackson State Tigers on the staff in an analytic role. You know what I'm saying? In an analyst type role. So they've been great for the staff, great support. I think Tanoa works with the linebacker, so he's supporting Coach Jones and Coach Orr, and obviously Coach Caleb Graham is supporting the O-line as well as tight ends. Well, actually, Bobby Mitchell's helping with tight ends as well, but Caleb is offensive line assistant with Coach Manning. You want to touch on them before I move on?
It's Coach Alex. He's the guy from Madison with the high energy.
No, Coach Alex. Coach Alex barely talk.
Oh, okay, but nah,
he laid back.
Maybe not. I do know Caleb, and I know he's working with the offensive line under Coach Manning. You know, he plays. So again, these young people are learning. So you know, they have still to grow. So I'm pretty sure they're playing. All of them playing their roles. You know, the way that the way they get. You know, the way it needs to be for them to grow and become coaches. And, you know, mentors and stuff for these kids, man. So, yeah.
Hey, y'all, we're not going to touch on recruits on this particular show. That's a whole nother show. We're going to do a signing day show. It's coming up. It's coming up next month. So we'll get some intel and mainly we'll wait until after the fact. We usually only talk about recruits after they commit. So we'll get to the signing day. We'll analyze the class and we'll have it on and we'll talk about it. But last but not least, CD, Coach A. Jack and Coach Bobby Mitchell. Obviously, Coach Jack is a defensive line assistant, analyst. And
that's the guy from Madison.
That's the one from Madison with all the juice, all the energy. That's Coach Aaron Jackson.
Got you.
And Coach Bobby Mitchell, obviously, is offensive line, works with the tight ends as well. Hey man, appreciate you, bro. It's all good. Hey, we done banged out 3 hours. This stuff goes by fast. I swear, bro.
It's time me to shut it down. I got early.
I'm gonna go too, man. I gotta do the same. But appreciate the donation, Jay. But
Hey Jay, you got one more time to come to the game and hadn't applied for your credentials, bro. I'm gonna leave that at that. Sitting behind the gate talking about TD. I'm like, man, what are you doing? Trying to catch the ball. Nah, I like Jay, man. Good. Yeah, I like Jay. I like Jay.
Hey, I say this, man. Jackson State wins the FCS leader in home attendance drawing. As this is the lowest that we've had on record for quite a while, but we averaged 27,213 this past season. So great job. Is attendance is down across the board pretty much.
That's on
yeah.
we need that.
There you go. What it shows is what it is. Shout out to the best in the business, man. Best fans in the land. We win it again. Let's move on. Shout out to these 3 boys, man. So far, we got 3, and we're looking to get a few more coming in for the Legacy Bowl. Matt, possibly Robert McDaniel. We'll see what's coming on that. Ticket prices. Yeah, possibly. And old Bubba, man, that's it for the night, man. Look, y'all, we appreciate y'all, man. What I wanted to do, TD, and I'll say this in closing, man, I just wanted to highlight the fact that Coach Taylor has really done just a superb job this season, bro. You see the staff, not a lot of the continuity is very similar to how the whatchamacallit went, bro. And that was, you got a lot of new coaches in place. You had a lot of turnover from the first year. And a lot of the coaches that are enrolled were in other roles on the staff. Coach Quinn was a DB coach. Now he's a DC. Coach Magana was an analyst. Now he's a DB coach. You got Coach O still on the staff. Coach Kirk was working with the quarterbacks as an analyst, but now he's the quarterbacks coach. You hire Marshall, hire Jones, hire Manny. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and I love all the hires are panned out perfectly, bro. You see what I'm saying? No misses. I know that there was some schisms in the staff last season. One of the coaches had to part ways with the wide receiver coach and bring in a new wide receiver coach. And look at how that has gone. So he's done a great job, man. Get this man his credit. Get Coach his flowers. Stop hating on bro. Stop hating on Coach, man. Yeah, Jasmine, no show. We won't have a show on Friday that I know of. If I go live, it'll just be randomly. I don't think I will, but I won't, plan it. But we will be on Wednesday for sure, and we definitely plan on having a guest. And we're gonna keep it short and sweet because we know everybody's gonna be cooking for Thanksgiving, so we ain't gonna keep you all night. Thank you, Brother C. Lee. But we appreciate everybody, man. I ain't even put the banner up tonight. So if you guys want to donate to the platform, feel free to donate. If you're watching the show as we get ready to close it out, thank you for you guys. Hey, before y'all leave, though, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like it. If you're watching it on TV, great. Go to your cell phone, go to the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, donate to the channel. We need the support. But just wanted to again say congratulations, Coach TC, man. Let's go get these awards. Let's finish strong, 1-0. And that's all I got right now, TD. What you thought? What you got?
Man, you said it all, brother. Sleep. Tiger Nation. Appreciate you, man. We love y'all tuning in. And again, thanks for the support, in all facets. Go out and get those shirts, man. Go out and get your Herb Mulligan shirt. Go out and get your Jacoby Morgan shirt. Got the Coalition shirt. There's a lot of different shirts out there. We're gonna open up the Golden Fish shirt again too, because again, our proceeds will go toward, the offensive line and whatever the coaches decide they want to do with that, man. So if you want to support that, go ahead and do so. Again, I appreciate all you guys.
KC1400media.com. Grab your herb tees. We have inventory on the website that's being printed right now. Got 100 shirts right now. So the first 100 that purchase them, when it's gone, it's gone. Got 50 more Jacobian tees left. Go to the website, KC1400media.com. The General. This one, you actually get Morgan 15 on the back. So that's going to be pretty dope. I know Morgan going to get her one. Because you're gonna have a name on the back. But man, hey, just want to commemorate. Congratulations again to Irv on eclipsing 1,000. Man, we're just excited and happy that we were able to have him as a brand ambassador for this channel, as well as Jacoby Morgan, as well as Isaiah Spencer, Jeremiah Williams, Cam McCoy, as well as Kobe Paul. We're looking to grow this thing, so make sure you guys go and please sign up for the collective, KC1400collective.com. Like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday, same time, same crew, same channel, same great HBCU. We appreciate y'all, man. D.I. love.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate y'all. Good night, man.
Good night.
I'm playing around with something right now. But anyway. Give me just a second, y'all. I ain't in no hurry to go nowhere. I'm just trying to figure out what I just did. Why this thing ain't messing with me, y'all? Why you want to mess with me? But we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all continue to support the content, man. We'll continue to keep coming over here and doing what it is that we do. There it is. Anywho, thank y'all, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. We'll have a special guest, and we'll go from there. Do y'all love? Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate everybody. Good night.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC 1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.